So a very good evening to one and all once again on this second day of this international conference on multidisciplinary research, security cooperation, artificial intelligence, and environmental sustainability. All the honorable guests, including the patrons, Mr. S.K. Sood, Professor S.S. Modi, Dr. Ved Tandon, and Dr. Vanna Tandon, the conference organizing directors, Professor Anil Mehta, Vice President of Inspira Research Association also, Dr. Anudeep Arora, the chairperson of today's technical session, CMA Professor Kinri Thakkar, the eminent keynote speakers, Professor Shlaga Agarwal, Dr. Anupama Pandey, and Dr. Bhavna Sharma. The entire team of Borderman, Institute of Border Security Studies, New Delhi, Kamal Institute of Higher Education and Advanced Technology, and Inspira Research Association, and majority of participants who have joined the program, I heartily welcome you all on this second day of this international conference. So first of all, I would like to invite our eminent keynote speaker, Professor Shlaga Agarwal. Professor Shlaga Agarwal is currently Assistant Professor and Chair of Fashion Design Program at American University in the Emirates, Dubai. She is an avid researcher and has published several papers in international peer-reviewed journals and books. Shlaga Agarwal is actively engaged in curating exhibitions of her students' work and presenting her research at conferences. With over 2 decades of experience in the field of education, her research interest includes fashion design, pedagogy, and sustainability. So it is our pleasure to have you, Professor Shlaga Agarwal. We welcome you and we invite you first for your keynote speech. Just a minute. Professor Mehta, Professor Shlaga has done, I think she is doing her PhD from Banastali University. Yeah. So just a minute, sir, just a minute. Yes, now you can unmute.
That's really wonderful. Pleasure, ma'am.
And now she is doing very great in the Dubai.
Dr. Ravi Modi is mentioning about Banastali, referring me because I am also the part of the Banastali family.
Yes,
He is a professor of management there in the department
That's
of.
why I told you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. It's lovely to meet you all here. Thank you so much for this kind invitation, Professor Modi. It's really a pleasure. And lovely meeting you, Professor Mehta.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
I'm
much.
actually doing my PhD from the College of Design at Banastali.
Okay.
Great.
So hopefully finishing by 26.
I have seen so many posts in the LinkedIn. You are doing very great, Professor Shlaga. Very great.
Thank you so much. Just trying to do the best for our students. As educationalists, we do have the responsibility.
In this young age, you are doing very, very.
So thank you so much
for coming. Thank you
for your kind words. And since this whole conference is about interdisciplinarity and sustainability, so I thought about speaking on the topic of sustainability in fashion and the use of AI, how we're incorporating these in the fashion education nowadays. So if you would allow me, I would like to share my screen.
Sure, ma'am, sure.
Yeah, it's okay, it's open. So I'll just start doing that, please.
You are the co-host. You can share.
Okay, perfect. So I believe you can see my screen now.
Yes, ma'am, we can see. You can maximize it.
Yes, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, now it's
yeah, I'll go to the beginning.
Yeah. Thank you.
So the topic which I'll be talking about today is, it's not just about general things from the industry, but also I would like to link it to what we are doing in Dubai within especially my university, because I'm working at the College of Design at American University. I chair the fashion design program, and I've been associated with academia since 20 plus years. So I understand and I realize how important it is for the students to be prepared for what's going to be there in the industry as they graduate. They should be able to tackle the challenges. And the fashion industry, as we know, overall is in a very, very evolving state. It's a very dynamic industry. So I would quickly go over my contents because I know the time is limited. So I'll be speaking a bit about fast fashion and consumerism. Then going on to what sustainable fashion education is and what we are doing at American University in the Emirates, and also about the role of the technological advancements such as AI and how they're influencing the fashion industry at the current moment and how we see our future from there. So this is a topic I'm sure like all of you have heard about fast fashion, which is nowadays it is being reworded as ultra fast fashion because it's gone into another level of the fast mode. So the fashion which is produced very, very quickly at great speed, which in process compromises the quality of the work which is being produced, which includes the fabric as well as the quality of the construction. And of course, we have a lot of negative effects of fast fashion, which have been affecting us. Not very recently, this is actually a phenomenon which started in the early 90s. And nowadays, we know a lot of international brands, they have been in the spotlight because of this trend, like Zara, H&M, Topshop. These are among the top players in the field of fast fashion. So it's generating a lot of profit, a lot of business for the brands, but at the same time, it's costing a lot in terms of the environment as well as socially. So this is a very quick overview to give you an idea about how we are placed today with the fashion industry, and it includes the textile industry as well because they are very closely interlinked. So about 10% of the global carbon emissions is what we are responsible for in the fashion industry. The amount of textile waste, in fact, this image also that you see is from like literally a mountain of textile waste, which is there in many parts of the world, especially third world countries like Chile and all in South America. All the rich first world countries, they are paying money to take all their textile garbage to these poorer countries and dump them there, which is, since we all know the content and what they're made of, it's going to last for the next hundreds of years. It's not going to go away anywhere. So these landfills, as they're called, consist of about 85% of textiles, which unfortunately are not being recycled in a big way. And also the day-to-day process of washing clothes, just the regular process of washing our clothes in the washing machine, which we may not realize, but that also is a huge contributor to the plastic pollution. About 500,000 tons of microfibers are released each year into the oceans, and ultimately it's all coming back to us through the food cycle. About 20% of industrial pollution is due to textile processing and dyeing. We know the amount of chemicals which are used during textile dyeing. And polyesters and some of the fibers are actually derived from fossil fuels like petroleum. So polyester is one of the major products in the textile field from petroleum, which is again an unhealthy practice. And apart from all these environmental effects, we have the social effects, because we know the way fashion is being produced, the kind of factories which people are working in, they are now termed as sweatshops because the working conditions are very unhygienic, very poor. They're working very long hours and with very, very low, I can say the basic wages that are paid are also very low. And it also includes harassment of women to quite an extent because they are a huge part of the workforce in the fashion industry. So this was a quick overview about what's happening in the fashion industry and what are the effects. And this is a look at the traditional mode of the garment life cycle, which means if you buy a garment today, what has it actually gone through in the process of manufacture? So if we look at the raw material and the extraction, which could either be a natural fiber or a manufactured fiber, either of them, that is taken, processed, then it's made into a textile, it's made into a garment. Then several modes of transportation are involved. It could be happening over a few countries until the product reaches the retail market. And this is where we as consumers pick them up from the different stores that we visit. We end up using that particular piece of garment for a few times, hopefully a few times, because many of us are not even doing that. And then it ultimately goes into disposal. Disposal could mean either being passed down to somebody or just being put in a recycled bin or even into the dustbin. So this is the linear method or the linear cycle of a garment, which is the most unhealthy model, which has been the traditional model until today. When we are realizing that it needs to be changed to the circular model, where the consumer would be using washing, drying, ironing, whatever is required for the textile, but at the end, it would not go into disposal. It would actually be taken back into the cycle and either upcycled, recycled, reconstructed, like something would be done to it to let it come back into the cycle of being used. So we are not following the linear method, which is using and disposing. Rather, we are using and then getting it back into the cycle of use. So this brings us to a very important concept, which is about design. Why is designing, fashion design as a field is so important, and why are we taking it so seriously with our students? It is said that around 80% of a product's environmental impact is logged in at the design stage, which means as a designer sits at her desk, she designs, she sketches, she thinks about what kind of a textile she's going to use. All of this is actually deciding how that particular garment is going to impact the environment. So whether she designs a garment which is going to come back into the cycle or not, this is all determined at the design stage. So it becomes hugely important for these designers to be aware about the impact they're having on the industry. So the 6 R's, which we again are probably all of us are quite familiar with, it used to be the 3 R's which we used to talk about earlier, and now since everything is becoming more complicated, more pollution everywhere, so they have been changed to the 6 R's about rethinking, refusing, repairing. So basically, we should not be buying indiscriminately. We should reduce our consumption, think before buying, reducing, reusing, and recycling. So these are the 6 R's which should become the core of every human being and every organization today. Now, coming to the point of fashion education and how we are incorporating sustainability in what we are doing in Dubai at my university. So one of the techniques which eliminates textile waste to quite an extent is zero waste design. You know, if you design a garment, if you look at it, the neckline, the rounded areas, you know, the armhole, everywhere we are cutting off to get a specific kind of shape. And when we cut, we are actually wasting the textile which has been cut from that part. So the designer who sits at the design table would decide that he or she would like to make a zero waste garment, which would mean each and every piece of textile which is being used into the garment, it's covering the whole textile piece, which means if you're using 2 meters, for example, to create a design, at the end, when you're done with it, you're not left even with one scrap of waste from that 2 meter of textile. So the whole of it goes into creating the garment, thus eliminating the waste in a huge, huge way, because the cutting table is where a lot of textile waste is generated in the industry. So these are some examples of the projects which my students have done. And these are not very advanced students, I would say. These were just second-year students who were like actually in their 3rd semester, who were briefed about this technique. Then they were asked to research and find out what methods they can use so that they do not waste even a single scrap of textile from the piece that they have taken. And at the end, they were able to execute these designs where the full textile that they started with was used. And another added feature, interesting feature of these garments is that they were actually created using scrap waste from the fashion lab itself. So because in the fashion lab, students are constantly working on something or the other, and we do end up having some surplus textile which is left over, you know, after they've done a collection or some design. So they are encouraged to use those fabrics back again without going to the market and buying new textile. So this is one of the techniques which is being advocated. Another technique is upcycling. This is quite similar to what I just told you, where the students are not buying new material, rather they're just picking up the used or you can say the discarded textile from either the fashion lab, or they sometimes even go to the markets and they try to source from the vendors, from the retail market. You know, sometimes they have small half-meter pieces left and there's no buyer for them, so they would end up throwing it. So the students, they actually went into the market, they sourced those textiles, and then they designed a collection which actually blended those variety of textiles in a very interesting way. And this was a collection which was created by a group of 2 students. These are 3 outfits which they designed, they created, and they were actually the semi-finalists for the Fashion Revolution competition here last year. So their designs were selected and they were put on the ramp during the fashion show. Then it's not just about practical projects, because we know fashion is a very experiential field of design. You know, everything they do, it has to be done with the hand, like practically, that's where they learn. So we try to, of course, incorporate all those things in the practical work, but at the same time, there are some aspects which go beyond the classroom, such as community engagement. So we have organizations, very interesting ones here, called like Thrift for Good, which is an organization which is collecting used clothing from people. They're encouraged to donate. Then they are mended if required, which is done through their sub-organization called Mend for Good. And then they are sold back into the market at a suitable price. And all the proceeds from these sales, they actually go towards charity, towards building schools in places in Africa. And they actually keep track of where all of this is going. It's not like they're just donating the money there. The people actually go and check what's happening with the money which has been given to those people for the construction of schools or for education or for some basic supplies for the children in poor countries. So in this way, it's a huge involvement with the community, and this is what our students are encouraged to do. And the last semester, they were very heavily involved with both Thrift for Good and Men for Good. Then the collaboration with the industry, it goes without saying. They will not learn unless they know how and where they can use these techniques, apply them in the industry. So we have companies such as Degrade here, which is actually in the manufacture of textiles from plastic bottles. So they're actually recycling the PET plastic bottles into polyester textile. So they, the managing director of Degrade, she's on our advisory board as well, and the students have worked with them on a previous competition, as well as the Fashion Revolution competition, which I just mentioned to you. This is one of the designs which our students did from completely scrap fabric without wasting any material, without buying anything new, and they made it to the finals of the Fashion Revolution competition here in the UAE. And lastly, this brings me to the topic about AI. So that covered the sustainability part, how we are trying to use that in fashion education. Then AI in the apparel industry is getting more and more popular nowadays. And one good thing is this is one area we don't really see much of cons. You know, there are more pros than the cons. So we see that AI is predicting the trends. You know, when it comes to the fashion industry, it is always working 1 or 2 years in advance. So for instance, if we are in 2024 summer right now, the people in the industry are already manufacturing the 25 and 26 collections. So for them to know what kind of trends are predicted for the future is very important. And AI is supporting them in a huge way because it is able to analyze all the data from the previous collections, from the previous years, and put it all together in such a way that the companies are able to reduce the waste being produced. So all of these points together at the end, the bottom line is AI is able to predict the trends. It is able to predict which styles are selling, which styles are not selling. So the manufacturers are able to reduce the inventory. You know, they don't keep producing the same garment without realizing that it's not actually selling, and they're just adding on to the inventory of waste stock. So AI is helping and supporting them in a huge way, but analyzing all these data, it's helping up in speeding up 3D modeling. And at the same time, customers are being supported in buying used clothing. There's a growing trend about buying pre-loved clothing here through various kind of apps and other software. So this trend also is very, very pro-sustainability. And I would say AI is being used in a very good way in all these areas at the end to reduce the overproduction, to reduce unsold clothing and the inventory, and in fostering a more sustainable and a profitable industry. And this is an area which our students go and learn when they enter the industry, because this is all on the floor of the factory. But I just have 2 examples of what our students have done with AI. So on the extreme left, what you see, that is the sketch which the student had originally made, which is actually a contemporary design inspired by Rococo. You know, it's a historical era inspired by the Rococo features. So it's got those bows and volume and all those things. And then you see how creatively using AI, she was able to depict it in so many ways with the appropriate kind of background, appropriate colors, and different effects. So at the end, her project, which was about Rococo outfits and Rococo design, was so justified with the use of AI. It created the exact effect which probably by hand she would not have been able to create, and just with a few clicks. And this is another example where the student worked with AI by being supported with words, like she was able to put in some descriptions of what she would like to have, and then AI was given these wow results about the kind of designs she was thinking about. So these are the creative works that we're engaging our students in with the use of AI. But at the same time, as they step into the industry, they would realize how it can have wider applications and how it can affect a brand or a label in a big way in terms of their profitability and what they're selling. This also brings us to the fact that the supply chain can be managed in a much better way with the right kind of use of AI. So I see, as an educator, I see very positive impact of AI in the fashion industry. And at the same time, we need to keep educating our new generation of fashion designers so they can be the drivers of change in the fashion industry. So that brings me to the end of my presentation. I hope I have not taken too much of your time. Thank you so much for listening.
Professor Shraga, I mean, I don't have words. It was really, really a wonderful presentation based on the, based on the topic of the conference also. So, Professor Mehta, sir, please, what is your take?
Yes,
I mean, you have to
Madam,
speak,
it
sir.
was, as pointed out by Professor Ravi, it was indeed a wonderful presentation, and particularly for us, we are not basically belonging to your stream, but very good, very insightful presentation, and it has really aroused a lot of interest to us to understand about this fashion designing. In fact, I really appreciate your that 6 R models that you have given, and the sustainability concept in fashion designing industry, and particularly uh, as you have really pointed out that a lot of changes are taking place in the field of fashion industry, and in order to compete in the present global environment particularly, it's
That's
very
right.
essential that the fashion design professionals and the related people should keep themselves updated with the latest advances which are taking place in your industry. You have also talked about the sustainability fashion education. That's the need of the hour. In fact,
Correct.
to survive and sustain in the long term, that is very much essential. And lastly, uh, wonderful application of AI
Yes.
in inventory planning, in fashion designing and fashion related industries. And secondly, as a few models that you have shown, in fact, uh, it's very, very important for the designers to use the AI very effectively so that
Correct.
they can really be very creative and innovative and to cater the need of the customers. So whether it is marketing, whether attracting customers, whether it is inventory planning and control, everywhere AI can be effectively used in that fashion industry. So in a short span of time, you have really given us a lot of good insights about your this fashion industry. Thank you very much. And the way you presented with beautiful slides, we really appreciate. And I know that it's quite difficult to retain the interest of the audience, particularly in this virtual kind of conference. But
Right.
certainly, by your vocal presentation as well as your visuals and the way you presented was wonderful,
Yeah,
and we really
totally agree with
appreciate
you.
your presentation. Thank you.
Many, many thanks, Professor. Really appreciate it. I mean, I know that this is an interdisciplinary conference, and most of the people are not even from the field of either fashion or textile. So it's important to build a background to
Yeah,
give the basic information. And then what we are doing is what we talk about as educators all the
that
time.
was really required, and you have made all these things quite simplified for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Schlager, once again for sparing your valuable time.
Thank you, Professor, for the invitation. It was really my pleasure to be here on this platform.
Same here, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So moving on to the next, Dr. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Anupama, has some, some for a personal reason, she can join late. So I would like to invite our another eminent keynote speaker, Dr. Bhavna Sharma. Dr. Bhavna Sharma is currently working as assistant professor in the School of Commerce, Finance and Accountancy, Christ University, Delhi. Her qualifications are MBA, UGC NET, PhD in finance with 12 years of teaching and research experience, and her specialization is in accounting and finance. She is the member of editorial board of Journal of Isabela State University, Philippines, reviewer of Global Journal USA, and reviewer of Journal of Social Science, Economics and Management, Indonesia. She has to her credits 2 patents, 22 papers, and chapters published in Scopus Index, UGC Care, and other reputed journals. Dr. Bhavna has presented 31 papers in various national and international conferences organized by reputed institutions like IIM Ahmedabad, University of Mumbai, University of Delhi, etc. She has also reviewed 8 papers, 4 guest lectures, organized 25 workshops, done 9 online courses, 4 short-term training programs, and attended 26 FDPs and workshops. So this is very vast background of Dr. Bhavna Sharma, and it is our pleasure to have you with us in this conference, ma'am. So we welcome you on behalf of the organizers, and I invite you for your keynote speech, ma'am. Welcome, Dr. Bhavna. Please unmute कर लीजिए मैम. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
For the invitation. I love to be part of this conference. So, as I am into the management, specifically in the finance, so I would be talking about the artificial intelligence in banking sector. So artificial intelligence, if we talk about, is the driving transformative changes across the various industries. And one sector which is experiencing this revolution is basically the field of banking. So I would be specifically talking because that is my area. So there can be different sectors that you may have discussed maybe yesterday in the conference. So AI, if we talk about, is the fast evolving area, which is to personalize experience for the individuals. Technology is getting better, it is getting smarter day by day. So it is allowing the more industries to adopt for the various applications. And one of the first adopters of AI we can talk is the banking sector. So if we talk particular about India, that we have estimated to have the highest number of digital banking users as of 2022. We have the most diverse, dynamic customer base in the world, which is making inclusive financial growth necessary for us. And it is shaping the way the banks are operating or they are serving their customers. So there was a report which was I going through was the Business Insider, which reveals that around 80% of the banks, they acknowledge that there are various benefits that AI can bestow upon the banking sector. Also, there is a report which is conducted by McKinsey, which emphasizes the immense growth potential that AI holds within the banking sector. One more study, which is being conducted by National Business Research Institute, they reveal that approximately 32% of the financial service providers, they have already adopted AI technologies. And we talk about future of banking that lies in the AI only. Because if we talk about its benefits, it helps in combating the fraudulent transactions, it enhances the compliances, it condenses the task that traditionally used to take hours or days to complete a particular task. And it empowers the banks to efficiently handle those massive volume of data, extracting the valuable insights at a very high speed. It automates the routine tasks of the bank, like simply we talk about data entry or reducing the cost, or chatbots, which provides the 24/7 customer support. There is also a study in which it has mentioned that private sector banks in India, they have reached around 60% automated decision making, but still around 40% are based on traditional methods. So India, specifically talking, has about 150, more than 150 languages with a bigger population. And there are certain applications which use, say, from speech to text or text to speech, which rely on this NLP, which we say as natural language processing techniques. So banks can use these techniques to start with some, say, major Indian languages in order to effectively reach out to the population of the India. And some of the experts have also stressed that there is now more need of the skilled engineers or data scientists, data engineers. But the biggest challenge is the scarcity of the trained people. Because if we talk about the existing workforce, we are not more familiar with those tools and applications. So one of the important challenge which is faced by the banking sector is the unavailability of the people. So there is very, you can say, small number of data scientists which is available. And what industry can do that to develop those in-house training programs to train the employees or identify the right cases for the AI implementation. So let me take one example of the how AI is different from what the people are using technology. So say when we use the credit card to go to a store, we buy food or some groceries. So there is a usual transaction that we go, say, in the morning, afternoon, or evening. And suppose one day there is a transaction which is at a very late night. There is a swipe by the credit card of these, say, very high value items or high value transactions, and which has not been done by the customer before. So immediately you will get a verification call, because that is the decision that is taken or the thing that is being considered by the AI. That is not in the case of the when manually, say, people are there. So that is one of the advantage that obviously AI can do as compared to the people. But when we say, the question is asked that will the AI replace the people? According to me, no, because AI will help, say, in some of the particular tasks where there is low skilled work is there, or repetitive work is there, or very simple task is there, that can be done by AI. And people now will engage in more better or bigger things. So any technology is not going to replace the people, but yes, the workforce may not increase that proportionately. Now I will be talking about what the few of the banks are using AI. So one of the biggest, largest bank is SBI. So in the annual report of June 23, they have claimed that they have used the technologies like AI or machine learning or business analytics that have expanded its product offerings and improved the customer satisfaction. And they have also used one of the assistant for SBI cards, which is ILA, Interactive Live Assistant, which gives you the relevant details on all those goods and services. They have also their SIA chatbot. In HDFC Bank, if we talk about, they have their AI-based chatbot, which is EVA, Electronic Visual Assistant, which is built by a Bangalore-based AI research. So what they have claimed that it has addressed more than 2.7 million customer queries. They have interacted that EVA chatbot of around 530,000 users. It had held around 1.2 million conversations. So and then I talk about the ICICI Bank, which is the second largest bank. So they have deployed a software robotics in over 200 business process across various functions of the company. So it is the first, say, in the country, and very few globally have deployed this technology. So what they have claimed about their robots is that it has reduced the response time to the customers up to 60%. It has increased the accuracy up to 100%. improving the bank's productivity or efficiency. So obviously the AI has various benefits talking about the banking sector, like it will enhance the customer service. That say when we visit a particular website, we always notice a chatbot, a window pop up. So they ask for the assistant. That is a chatbot. So that is powered by AI. So becoming the new face of the customer service in banking. So it answers our queries, it helps with the transactions, it provides the information about the account balance or various other things. It also, AI helps in personalized financial advice. So, like we used to schedule a meeting for the financial advisor when we wanted to discuss the investments traditionally. Now, AI has changed that game also. So, it analyzes the, say, client's financial history, their risk tolerance, about their investment goals. So, it saves their time, it helps in ensuring that our investments align with the financial objectives. If you talk about the credit or the risk assessment, so when we apply for say loan or credit card, so bank again needs to assess the credit worthiness. So AI again plays the role by analyzing the credit history, what are the spending habits of the customers or the financial behavior. Again, the banks will be able to make faster or make better decisions. Chatbots already I have discussed that how they are helping the banks. But apart from the benefits, there are some challenges also which is related to AI. The first foremost is the data security, because in the bank, if we talk about, there is massive volume of data in the banking industry. So is need for robust security measures, which is important to prevent the breaches or the violations. So it is very important for the banks that they seek out the technology partner which is well versed in the AI or banking, which ensures the proper handling of the customer data. Then the key challenge is again availability of the right data, because the data is the lifeblood of AI. So, for example, again, the risk that could arise from KYC compliance. So, say the AI systems, if the data source is not correct, or the efficacy of the fraud detection system. Again, without the right data, AI will not be able to say collect or validate or standardize or distribute the data. So at last, I want to say that AI is not just a buzzword, but a transformative force in the banking industry. So improving the customer service with chatbots, to say safeguarding the finance from the fraud, AI is shaping the way banks are operating. So whether say we are want to check the account balance, or we want to seek the investment advice, we want to apply for a loan. So AI is working behind the scenes with the better banking experience, which obviously is better for the customers as well as for the banks. So thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Dr. Bhavna ji, for a very crisp but very nice presentation given by you. You have very rightly pointed out that AI is having a lot of benefits as well as challenges are also there as far as the banking sector is concerned. It is a general saying that AI is a very good servant, but very bad master as well. As far as the routine problems are concerned, through chatbots, most of the customer queries as well as the grievances can be very well resolved. AI can be very effectively used for various investment decisions also. AI can be a good advisor to the customers also, and certainly, as you have pointed out, that there are numerous sectors where AI can very effectively function. And certainly, if we use AI effectively, then it will improve the efficiency also. But one thing that really is a big challenge, not only in the banking sector, but in other areas also. That is, AI cannot, still it cannot substitute the human touch, the emotions, particularly one-to-one interaction. Still, as a customer, when I visit to the bank, still I need that the frontline employee or the officers, the person sitting behind these counters, or the branch manager should meet me and personally provide me a lot of advice and can resolve my grievances. Still, I think that part is really missing in AI.
Yeah.
And still, as far as the customer relationship management is concerned, as far as the customer feedbacks are concerned, still, perhaps the human touch is very, very important, and that cannot still, I don't know about the future, but at the moment, still AI is unable to do that. As
Yeah,
you have
because that
rightly
give
pointed
the
out.
specific only answers, na?
Yeah,
What say when we are interacting with people, they
yeah.
according to our needs, they give these specific answers. But AI will give those fixed answers only.
Yes, absolutely correct. So, of course, AI can be very effectively used for all the routine kind of problems, or many of the customer grievances can be very well resolved. But those problems that occur exceptionally, number one, and secondly, in those areas where perhaps the personal counseling is important, perhaps it is the personal relationship, the interpersonal relations, whether they are the counter clerks or the branch managers. Still, in order to increase the business of particular branches, perhaps AI will not be so successful at the moment. But as we know that if we use AI, then certainly it will improve the efficiency. It will certainly reduce the workload of the employees also, because most of the employees are today facing that overwork. So obviously, the more we are using AI, so many of the workload can be
They can
undertaken by
concentrate on more
automation.
important work instead of the daily routine
Yes,
tasks.
yes, yeah, yeah. So you have touched upon a very, very important subject, and there is a lot of scope, and certainly it will certainly further inspire our research scholars and young budding researchers to take up some projects, that what will be the implication of artificial intelligence in banking sector, what are the new avenues, and as you have pointed out that there are challenges, there are problems also. So what these problems are. So you have at least, in fact, just
Given a
ignite.
research topic.
You are really ignited the research scholars to just write some good quality research papers and articles, and of course, take some projects on AI and its implication on banking sector. Thank you, Bhavna ji, for your such a good presentation. Over to
Thank you,
Dr.
sir.
Ravi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bhavna, for the wonderful presentation. It was really, really an insightful address from your side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for inviting me.
No, thank you so much for your presence, for sparing the time. Thank you so much, Dr. Bhavna. So, Professor Kindri will join after some time. So, before that, sir, Professor Mehta, sir, can we start some presentation
Yeah, certainly. Please do
till the
start the
Professor Kindri
presentation.
join?
And
Sir, any advice you want to
yeah,
give
but
before presentation?
today I will request Professor Modi that till Professor Kinnari Thakkar joins, please chair this session, and please give your valuable advice after the research paper, and Dr. Ravi will be calling the names, and again, as we did yesterday also, we'll give sufficient time to the paper presenters. And just after that, if there are any queries, then perhaps they will also be resolved by the paper presenters. So, Dr. Ravi, you can give the chance to the these participants also. If they have any questions to the paper presenters, then they may ask the questions also. Hai na?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So I think we can start the presentations now.
Thank you so much, Professor Mehta, sir. I request the presenters to please write down your serial number in the chat box who are ready with their
And
presentation.
with the request to Professor, in fact, I cannot dare to just ask Professor Modi to chair the session. I'm just simply very humbly request him to kindly just act as a chairperson for today's session.
Right, sir. Right. So I request the presenters, please write down your serial number in the chat box. And please open up your camera so that I can invite you. According to your serial number, you can open up your video. So please get ready with your presentations. I'm going to invite you in a few seconds.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, ma'am.
Yeah.
So Professor Kindri, ma'am has joined.
So good evening, Kimberly.
Today's chairperson has joined. Ma'am, we have done the keynote speech. The
Yeah.
keynote
I
speaker.
was listening there. I was listening that.
Okay. The keynote speakers have already done. And so it is good that Professor Kindri has joined. So it is my pleasure to welcome on behalf of the organizer, Professor Dr. Kindri Thakkar from University of Mumbai. Professor, just a minute. Professor Kindri has total teaching experience of 22 years and her area of specialization is finance and accountancy. She is also the former principal of SIES College of Commerce and Economics, Mumbai. Professor Kindri is recipient of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award for Teaching Excellence in the year 2018. She has co-authored 6 books in the subject of accountancy and finance and organized many international conferences, faculty development programs, webinars, and workshops. She has also organized refresher course sponsored by RUSA and 2 capacity building programs sponsored by ICSSR. She has successfully completed 4 research projects, 2 funded by ICSSR and 2 funded by Mumbai University. Professor Kindri has been a chairperson for 28 conferences, seminars, and resource person of 101 workshops and webinars. She has published 42 research papers in various international and national research journals. She has visited USA for presentation of research paper in an international multidisciplinary conference, and that paper was published in Scopus International Peer Review Journal. She is also conducting virtual classrooms and online assessment of assignments for NMIMS deemed university and Jaro Institute in the subject of finance and accountancy. So, Professor Kindri, it is our pleasure to have you once again with us with Inspira Research Association. So we are very grateful, and it is our pleasure to have such an eminent academician with us. So we welcome you, Professor Kindri.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So can we start the presentation, or you want to say something, ma'am?
No, sir, you can start the presentation directly. I'll be saying at the end.
Okay. Thank you so much. So the first presenter is Dr. Pramila Shetty.
So at the end, sir, in between, you just continue with the presentation.
Yes. So the first presenter is Dr. Pramila Shetty, serial number 6. Please unmute. Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, sure. Please start.
I'll share my PPT.
Okay. Just a minute.
It is disabled, sir.
Yes. Now you can share. Yes.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes. Clearly visible. You can start. No problem.
Yeah. Good evening, Chairperson and the organizers. I'm Dr. Pramila Shetty. I'm presenting a paper on a study on attitude towards environmental concern by the customers of electrical vehicles. My co-author is Ramya Shetty. We work in SDM PG Center, Mangalore. Now, in order to minimize the issues and challenges of fossil fuel emissions and address the environmental concerns, electric vehicles are being promoted by all the governments by providing various incentives. The government of India also has called for only electrical vehicles on road by 2030. Okay, and this commitment is to reduce the pollution and to reduce the carbon footprint, and which is increasing and which is a matter of concern now. Environmental concern, it is the individual's awareness of environmental problems and their willingness to address these issues. The electrical vehicles are purely battery powered and have no exhaust and promote no emissions. Now, EVs are the pollution or the emission from these fossil fuel vehicles are majorly affecting these local residents and pedestrians who go for walk, and the cyclists and motorists. These are affected by the emissions. To study this, the research methodology which I have adopted is in this slide. That scope of the studies, I've conducted a empirical study in the city of Mangalore. The city has extensively embraced this change, but the rural parts of Mangalore has very less of EVs because there is a challenge of infrastructure, that is the charging stations. Now, the objective of my study is to know the reason for the purchase of electrical vehicles, to know the attitude towards environment by the customers of EV, to know the challenges faced by electrical vehicle owners. I have formulated one hypothesis which says environmental concern affects the attitude of the buyer. Now, for this, I have done a questionnaire, and I have I have taken 100 as a sample size. The target was auto rickshaws and two-wheelers only, because I just took auto rickshaws because it comes in the commercial vehicle segment, and domestic, I took two-wheelers. And the study, I have just taken regression analysis for analyzing and for testing this hypothesis, what I find is 0.08 and 0.53, that is regression statistics on attitude and environmental concern, it is 0.53, and on pollution, it is 0.84. The regression analysis is done to test the hypothesis to find out the relation between the purchase decision and the environmental concern. It was found that the calculation that the attitude of the buyers is positively affected by the environmental concern, but the table shows 28% of the influence is by the environmental concerns of the buyers. The regression run on the dependent variable of the decision making during the purchase is not dependent on the air pollution aspect at all, resulting in not accepting the hypothesis. Now, what I find is I have taken other aspects for the presentation. I have not taken the complete study, but I have taken other aspects like economic benefit. People look at the cost, that is the maintenance cost, the fuel cost, and the self-image, social influence. So there are many other factors which I had considered other than this environmental concern. So the study has shown that more electrical vehicles are purchased for domestic use rather than the commercial use. And the respondents have suggested that increase in the charging infrastructure on the highways for long distance travelers and urban areas for two-wheelers and auto rickshaws is needed. And a few respondents have opined that the cost of EVs are too high. So the government need to give more subsidies on that. And since the ordinary man is more bothered about the cost, okay, that is what I said, economic benefit, is more bothered about the cost in terms of initial investment rather than maintenance. Environmental issue becomes an ignorant factor in terms of the ordinary man. So what? So this is what I have. I have the major findings from this study. So to conclude, I say that it would be. It is more likely, I mean, it is a necessity nowadays that we need to shift to this electrical vehicles. So, but people are a little skeptical because it is in the initial stage and there are a lot of failure incidents where it has the battery has caught fire and blast and all that incidents were there. So people are a little skeptical, but then maybe slowly people are going to adopt it. So thank you. And this was my presentation. If there is any queries, I'm ready to handle.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Parmila. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I think it was a wonderful presentation from your side. So the next presenter, Professor Kindi, I think she is busy with some assignment. She will speak about all the presenters later on. So the next presenter is Dr. Bhavna Sharma. Yes, please unmute Dr. Bhavna Sharma and please switch on your video. Dr. Bhavna Sharma. She is Assistant Professor, School of Legal Studies, Himachal Pradesh University. Dr. Bhavna Sharma. Yeah, please unmute. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Very good evening to Chairperson and all the worthy keynote speakers. So today, I'm Dr. Bhavna Sharma from Himachal Pradesh University Regional Center, Dharamshala. So today I'm going to present my ideas on the topic, charting the digital divide, opportunities and obstacles in online legal education. We all educators are well aware how the COVID pandemic transit and led us to transform overnight from the traditional ways of imparting the education to the online mode of education. We have seen many pictures, videos on different social platforms, how the teachers were climbing the trees to reach to their students, and how the female teachers were using all the available tools in their kitchens so that they could able or impart the education to the students by any means. So it means that COVID pandemic let us know taught us what is the importance of this blended mode of learning, or why this online teaching is very, very important. Because it is now clear to us, to all of us after this pandemic era, that of course online education is very flexible, it's convenient, it has expanded reach also. We can use innovative training tools in this education system. It is cost effective. But still, there is a digital divide in imparting of this legal education. So whenever I'm talking about the digital divides, it means the persons who are having access to these information and communication technologies and those who do not have. Reasons being, because we know many students come from the very low income areas. And secondly, because I come from Himachal, I know how the internet keeps on fluctuating here, how we are having many regions where it's not possible to have the access to the computers or other modern technologies. So when these students or these people do not have access to internet or to the computers or to the information and communication technologies, so it means there is lack of digital literacy. And when there is lack of digital literacy, so we cannot provide the education to those people, those students. Another is the lack of resources on the part of institutions. We have seen many of the government institutions or the universities, because in 2020 we introduced the new education policy. We are doing all kind of sensitization and orientation programs for the faculty members. We are saying that yes, you have to impart the education through the blended mode to the students. But the question is, does the universities have those resources? We are being part of these different sensitization programs, these different faculty development programs. But after those programs, does our institutions or universities are providing resources to us? Or does these universities or institutions have those platforms to use these mode of learnings? That is the another question. Because when we are talking about the online legal, because I am emphasizing on online legal education, because law is the one field, or law is the one subject which deals with every other aspect or every other subject we are dealing with. Where we have to put the caps on the artificial intelligence, law is going to decide. How we are going to use the artificial intelligence in different subjects, law is going to decide. How we are talking about the environmental sustainability, again law will come into the application. But the students who are coming from the legal background, they themselves are not well aware of how we are going to use these artificial intelligence or these online technologies or the information communication technologies. Then how can we think of the or dream of the success of the NEP 2020? So because the solution for this is, first of all, is the technological barriers, because we have to take the steps to remove these barriers. We have to provide the infrastructures to different institutions and universities, so they can set up all the necessary platforms for imparting the education. Another is the internet connectivity. I'm in Himachal, I'm in Dharamshala. It is a smart city, but still, I think since last 45 minutes, there is a fluctuation of my internet connection for 3 times. So that is the another question we are facing in these hilly regions. Maybe it's because of weather conditions. Maybe we are having poor internet connectivity. That is the another barrier, another obstacle we are facing right now. Engagement and interaction is the another aspect that we have to deal with when we are talking about the application of the artificial intelligence, or we are talking about the environmental sustainability. Another is the quality assurance. Of course, I had already discussed, because in this last 40 to 45 minutes, there is 3 times I had been disconnected from this because of the fluctuations in the internet. Digital literacy, because the question is, or the major obstacle is, when our educators themselves are not well aware well equipped with the technological or the modern technological tools, how they are going to impart education to the students. So another is the infrastructure investment, because of course government also has to take the part and participate how they are going to build the infrastructure for these modern challenges, because only then we can impart or we can prepare our future students to tackle these problems in a better way. So financial aid, scholarship to the students who are not digitally illiterate, that is the another solution. So because I had already talked about the law is the one subject which deals with every other subject of we are talking about, or every other aspect of law. So it's very, very important to have a strong information and communication technologies introduction in the field of legal education. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bhavna.
Thank you so much,
much.
sir.
I was expecting a PPT from you, but it was a good presentation. It was a
Okay,
good.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So, please switch on your video. When your serial number is coming, please switch on your video. So, Abhijit Srinivas. Yeah, please unmute. Serial number 11, Abhijit Srinivas.
Okay.
Yes,
I am
please.
Abhijit.
Yes.
I am Abhijit.
We cannot see you because some light is.
Yes.
Yeah, now some reflection is coming. High reflection is coming.
It is black. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Now it's okay. Yeah, now it's fine.
Somewhat
Yes,
better.
no problem. Please start.
Okay. May I start PPT?
Yes, please, you can share.
Is it visible?
Now it's coming.
Yes.
It's coming now, yeah.
Okay.
Is
it coming?
Just a minute. Before you start, I welcome Professor Manvendra Singh Pava once again. Professor Manvendra Singh Pava, Professor of Commerce, Dr. Hari Singh Gaud Vishwavidyalaya, Central University, MP. Pava sir, welcome sir.
Sir, a very good evening, and thank you for again inviting me for chairing the session.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Abhijit.
Yes. Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, it is visible. You please make the screen full screen. Then it will be good.
Okay.
And you have 4 minutes, right? Don't exceed your time. That is
Okay.
Right. Carry on.
That is, my topic is human rights, social justice, and social justice, protecting the dignity of every citizen, the constitutional procedure. It is just informative. Just the objectives of study is that to define human rights, to understand social justice, to study constitutional provisions of children, women, transgender, and poor. Understand the spirit of the constitution. These are the main topics here. As the time is very limited, we are going very fast. Okay. The human rights. First, we have to define human rights that they are taken as inherent rights, right from the birth. Some rights are there. Those inherent rights are just like liberty, freedom from slavery, torture, freedom of opinion, expression, right to work, education, and many more. These are human rights. A human gets these rights by birth, according to Human Rights, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. That is the case. Next, social justice. That equal economic, political, and social rights and opportunities are called social justice. Actually, main theme of social justice is that giving due of everybody. Giving is due is it comes from just it is a due. Each and every person in the society gets his what he deserves to get. He gets. That is the main import of this one. Next, human rights. Some features are there. All human rights have some features. Equal, they are equal for everybody and independent. They cannot be waived or taken away. Imposition of obligation, action, omission, particular on the state and state actors, have been internationally guaranteed, legally protected. These are the features of the human rights. Next, right to life. What are the human rights? Right to life, liberty, security of person, freedom of association, expression, and everything. Right to the highest attainable standard of health, freedom from arbitrary arrest or detention, the right to fair trial, the right to just and favorable working condition. These are all human rights. Next, another aspect is also there. Right to adequate food, housing, social security, right to education, protection from the law, right to equal protection of the law, freedom from arbitrary interference and privacy, freedom from torture and cruel, inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment, freedom from slavery, right to a nationality. Next, as per preamble of the Constitution, we have all rights. Our country is declared as sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. We have justice, equality, liberty for the people. Like that, these human rights are protected, and it is shown that in the preamble itself.
Excuse
Next.
me, please just see your objectives, because this is a research paper. I hope you understand. Right.
Yes, yes.
So on the basis of objectives, how have you actually concluded it? That is more
Yes,
important.
I am going.
So your 2 minutes has already gone. So
Okay,
you
okay,
have
okay.
now remaining 2 minutes. So
Okay,
please,
okay.
do a proper justice to your
Okay,
paper,
okay. That it is human rights as per Constitution. How the provision of Constitution is there in relating to rights of the children. Some articles are there. Article 14, 15, 15.3. That these rights, Constitution is providing rights to the children that protection of life, personal liberty. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. Free and compulsory education for all children of all ages up to 14 years of age. And some prohibition of employment of children in factories. No child below the age of 14 years shall be employed in the workplace. Like that, so many rights are given to the children. Next, when we come to provisions of women in India, Article 14, 15, 15.3, 16, 23, they are saying that I'm going to tell about gist of that one. Prohibits discrimination against any citizen on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex. Special provisions, Article 15.3, special provisions allow the government to take action that benefit women and promote.
This is known to everyone. This is a constitutional provision, very, very common. What new you have done? Just discuss that. What new you have done in your paper.
Some I have done this
just
one.
Conclude it. Just conclude now. Yeah, transgender right, you can just speak on, no issue.
Okay. Some not only women and children or men, the Constitution provided transgender rights also. National Legal Service Agency case, Supreme Court ordered that transgenders also can get rights, equal rights as other citizens, according to Article 14, 15, 16, and 21. They have some issues, health issues, economic issues, safety issues, and civil rights issues. Because they are exploited very much, they are looked down upon as not human beings. So the issues, the Constitution of India guaranteed their rights also as equal to other genders. And we are going to see that one. Now, spirit of the Constitution. It is said that where if the letter of the Constitution fails, spirit of the Constitution prevails. It is said that actually, equivocally, letter and spirit of the Constitution equally safeguard the rights of every citizen. But one thing is there, I'm going to conclude this one with this one. The achieving the spirit of the Constitution, everybody should have some legal awareness and sense of brotherhood. Actually, patriotism is needed to see everyone as is equal. Then only these rights can be implemented. It is essential for all citizens to adhere to the laws of the land and understand that everybody is equal. Then only Constitution prevails. Let me conclude with the Rabindranath Tagore verse, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depths of the shores, through into that heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. That is the spirit of the Constitution. Actually, all should be equal. All should realize that all human beings are equal and their brothers. Then only the spirit of the Constitution will be alive in all aspects. That's all. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Abhijit.
Okay.
Yeah. Just waiting for Professor Pawar.
May I stop this hearing?
Yes, I can stop. No problem.
Okay.
Just wait for the Dr. Manvendra Singh Pawar sir comments. And please, next participant, please be ready. Dr. Janaswamy Venugopal. Sir, please ready with your presentation. Dr. Janaswamy Venugopal.
Yes, Abhijit, it was a good presentation, but Abhijit, try to understand one thing, that we need not to take the lengthy thing. Am I audible there, Raviji?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
It is backgrounder, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Without backgrounder, we cannot do anything. That is why I try to explain that one, sir.
रवि जी मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
बिल्कुल आ रही है सर, बहुत क्लियर आ रही है.
अच्छा. पार्टिसिपेंट से भी मैं ये कहना चाह रहा था कि जस्ट दे हैव टू जस्ट दे हैव टू बी very judicial about giving their presentation, that what is to be presented, what not to be presented, right? So such a lengthy presentation which Abhijit has drawn, he has done all his efforts. I highly appreciate his efforts. But the thing is that we have to think about the time. Secondly, what we have to do is we should present only the innovation, the new things, right? So this is my request to all the participants. Try to justify your presentation according to your time and present only those things which are actually presentable, means which are new, which are innovation, which new you are going to present. Okay. Thank you so much. Raviji, we can continue with the next presentation, please. Yeah, Raviji, next presentation.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much. Next presenter is Dr. Venugopal Janaswamy, serial number 9. Dr. Venugopal, please unmute. Dr. Venugopal. Dr. Venugopal, you want to present or not? You are in the list. Dr. Venugopal.
I think he has not even logged in. Raviji. Is he there in the list, Vincent? I mean to say the participant list, he is there.
Yeah, he's in the list, but he's connected with audio. And please, I request everyone to please join with your registered name only, because somebody is joined with iPhone 14. Those who have just write in the chat box, sir, I present next, but how can I recognize you? Please rename yourself. You are joined with iPhone 14. Please rename. Like this. One is administrator, Geoffrey. Yes, Mr. Geoffrey. Please unmute and open up your mic, Mr. Geoffrey. Mr. Geoffrey from China. Please, you can start your video also. Sir, he has joined from China, sir. Serial number 4. School of International Education, North China University of Water Resources and Electric Power, China.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But actually, he should appear, huh?
Yeah, he has appeared, sir. Appeared. Yes, Mr. Geoffrey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I proceed?
Are you sharing your PPT or you are doing?
I'm sharing PPT.
Yeah, please share. So, Mr. Geoffrey Resumula. I cannot pronounce his name.
Is it seen?
Yes, it's coming.
Okay.
Now we are able to see. Very good. Professor Pava, so he's Geoffrey.
Okay. My name is Geoffrey Wezibula.
Okay.
I'm a PhD student. My professor is Professor Jack Washing. I present the article on mapping the knowledge landscape of visual reality in manufacturing sector. The visual reality is a computer-generated. There are some. Can you remove?
Yeah, Mr. Geoffrey, just one request to you. Please be focused on your objectives and the way you have actually fulfilled those objectives. Okay.
Okay. Can I proceed?
Yeah, you can proceed. Go directly to your objectives. Virtual reality.
Okay, visual reality is the computer-generated simulation of three-dimensional images that can be.
No need. Geoffrey, just listen. This everyone knows. What is the innovation? What is the new thing you have done? Go on your objectives directly, please.
Okay. The methodology in this, the study is about biometric analysis on visual reality and manufacturing industry. The source of data is Scopus database. The study used the VOS package in data analysis. And I used the Prima in sampling. This is the Prima processing for sampling. I sampled the 4,700 articles, screened to 2,002. After analysis, I got the following results. The results are divided into 3. The trend of virtual reality knowledge base, which shows the phases of the knowledge from the articles sampled and analysis, from the initial phase, takeoff phase, and the third phase, which is the current phase. As you can see on the graph. The graph the initial phase showed a little bit increase, takeoff from 2015 to 2020. The current phase is from 2020 to present. The second result shows the productive countries on virtual reality literatures, showing that China was most productive in terms of document published and cited. And you can see, and India is the 6th and the other countries. The productive sources in terms of journals are presented there. There are about 15 journals enabled us to get the information. And the co-citation networks show that industrial sectors shows the number of technologies like industrial 4, 3-dimensional technologies, smart manufacturing, and they can be analyzed as you can see. These are the authors, the mapping structures on netting for authors showing the virtual realities in manufacturing industries. And these are the terminologies about manufacturing sectors, virtual realities in manufacturing sectors shows these terminologies. And this is a graphical presentation of the terminal of the concept in virtual reality. And then we can conclude that virtual reality is so resourceful, but we need the biometric analysis to identify and give the resources on the future for the use of this concept and the knowledge. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. And this was a very good and precise presentation regarding the bibliometric analysis. So the bibliometric analysis also tells you the trend, that how the research is going on. That's what you have tried to understand, and you have concluded it in a better way, right? So thank you so much. Yeah, please.
I use it biometric analysis.
Yeah, I understand. Biometric analysis, the purpose of biometric analysis is this only, just in order to tell the trend that what are the current researches which are going on in the market these days, and how you can also either line up with it, or you can do something different which actually makes a difference in the thing. So what is your opinion about what you are doing, how the things are different than what is there in the market? Please tell that.
This is like a review that enables to get the gaps, knowledge gaps in different knowledges needed for studies. So it is a resourceful method to get the gap for research.
Okay, fine. So all the best for your future research. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Raviji, we can take the next one.
Thank you so much, Professor Pava sir. So the next presenter is serial number 3, J. Punitha, PhD research scholar from Department of Education and Management, Tamil Nadu. J. Punitha, please unmute and switch on your video. Switch on your video also. Yes. You may start.
Good evening, sir. My topic is relationship between teacher morale and teaching competency of arts and science college teachers with reference to college related variables.
Yeah, Punitha, please be precise. Go on your objective. From there, try to link your research methodology and then conclude. Okay. So you have 4 minutes. Carry on.
Sir?
You have 4 minutes, madam. Try to link your objectives with your methodology and the conclusion. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Need for this study is good performance of the student depend upon the effective teaching of the teachers. The objective of the study is to find out the significant difference between the teacher morale and related variables among the arts and science college teachers. Second, to find out the significant correlation between the teacher morale and teaching competency among the arts and science college teachers. Hypothesis of the study. There is no significant difference between the locality. There is no significant difference between the various types. There is no significant difference among the various medium of instruction. There is no significant difference between the nature of the college. There is no significant difference between the teacher morale and teaching competency among the arts and science college teachers. Teaching methodology, research methodology, descriptive survey method is used. Variables, teacher morale and teaching competency. The college-related democratic variables are college locality, types, and medium of instruction and nature of college. The population is 2,358. The tools constructed by the researcher and the guide, and the sample collected were by simple random sampling methods. 397 college teachers' data were collected. Analysis SPSS method. The major findings of this study. There is a significant difference between the rural and urban arts and science college teachers in the mean score of teacher morale. There is no significant difference among the various types of arts and science college groups of arts and science college teachers in the mean score of teacher morale. There is a significant difference among the various medium of instruction. There is a significant difference among the various nature of arts and science college groups of arts and science college teachers in the mean score of teacher morale. There is a highly significant positive correlation between the teacher morale and teaching competency among the arts and science college teachers. Recommendation of this study. The educational authorities may find out the cause of the teacher morale, and then the professional development. The teachers must ensure the professional development, and also the college system will need to develop the plans to evaluate the heads of college regarding the leadership behavior of head of colleges. And then pre-service and in-service training is more needed. Conclusion of this study. It is recommended to the teachers should prepare and update and maintain the teaching and learning instrument such as scheme of work and lesson plans, assessment of students and attendance records, records of work covered and lesson notes. The Parent Teachers Association may be a good effort and it may help. Teacher must be motivated and the student performance will increase. Thank you.
Thank you, Punita ji, for your presentation. But let me tell you one thing, certain things are very much obvious, which even if you will not have done your research, the suggestions could be given without that. Secondly, the random sampling, how much, what is your sample size?
Sample size 397, sir.
397. So how have you collected your sample?
With the survey methods, questionnaire tools constructed by the guide.
Everyone does like that. I'm just asking that you have said that your sample is random. How will you justify randomness of your sample? How do you justify randomness of
the data?
Yeah.
So the population of the study is 2,358, and government colleges are 5 in Tanjore district, and aided colleges are 7, sir, and self-financing colleges 18 colleges, totally 30 colleges present, sir.
No, that is okay, but means were you having the list of the entire population with you?
Yes, sir. It is collected from the JD office of College of Education in Tanjore.
If somebody has refused, then what you have done? Suppose somebody is not present, then?
Sir?
Suppose, for example, a person to whom you have approached has refused to fill your survey, then what will you do?
I can't hear, sir.
What I am saying is that suppose, for example, a person has then.
Sir?
Am I audible there?
Yes, sir. Now only audible. Say,
Okay.
sir.
So I am telling you that if somebody has refused to fill your survey, then what will you do?
Sir, resource?
I think you are not able to understand what I'm saying. Anyways, it's okay. Fine. Your presentation is enough. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. The next presenter, Monica Singh, serial number 13, research scholar from Banasali University. Please unmute.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Monica Singh here, and I'm presenting a presentation on gender equality in social development. Just wait, I'm sharing my PPT.
So, Monica, please be precise while you present, okay?
What's it?
Be
Sorry?
precise. When you're presenting, be precise. Means start with your objectives and then
Okay.
go to the conclusion accordingly.
Wait, sir. Wait, sorry.
You have 4 minutes, right?
Yeah. Wait, sir. Sir, my presentation is showing or not?
No, only your device thing is coming up. Your presentation is not showing.
Okay, so something went wrong.
You can try again. Just click
Yeah.
on the share screen and then click on your PPT.
Okay. Something went wrong. I think it's a net problem.
Raviji, please take another presentation.
Yeah, sir.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Monica will prepare.
Okay, I will invite after this.
Yeah.
So the Shabnam Parveen, serial number 14, research scholar from Hyderabad. Shabnam Parveen, please unmute. Yes, Shabnam. Switch on your videos. Yes, you can start.
Hello. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. You can
Sir,
start.
I am sharing the screen.
Yes.
Sir, can I present my presentation already?
Yes.
Is it mandatory to
No,
share the PPT?
It is not mandatory, but Power sir,
I have, but I'm not
It's good if you
able to
see Shabnam. If it is good if you have a PPT, you can try just once. That if you are able to do it, then it's okay. Otherwise, you can present orally also, no issues. Yeah.
Monica ji, you can share after this. Don't share in between. Yeah, please, you can start, Shabnam. Shabnam Praveen.
Yes, sir.
You can start oral presentation, no problem.
Sir, is my slide visible?
No, it is not visible.
Sir, I am sorry. I think I am not able to present and I don't know how to present. So I'll try to present orally.
Okay, please start. And
Thank
switch
you.
on your
Thank you very
video
much, sir.
while presenting.
Okay.
Yes, now you can start oral presentation. No problem.
Okay. Sir, I am Shabnam Parveen from Hyderabad. And I'm a research scholar from Department of Education and Training, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad. And my paper entitled Prospects and Challenges in Online Education. With the now I am introducing my topic. With the advancement of technology, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, education system has become more flexible, learner-centered, and online for wider access. In this fast-growing digital era, online education is an opportunity to learn and update new skills as per the changing demand. Multiple number of platforms available for online education as Coursera, Swayam, Udemy, etc., where the candidate learns according to their own pace and flexible timing. NEP 2020 also much focuses on online education as mentioned in 24th para of the same document. And rationale of my study is by examining its prospects and challenges, this research aims to contribute to the development of more effective, inclusive, and sustainable online education practices. Objective of the study is to point out the prospects in online education, to identify the challenges in online education, and to provide strategies or some suggestion to overcome challenges and improve the effectiveness of online education. Methodology of my research is SLR, Systematic Literature Review, available of the articles available in Google Scholar, ResearchGate, Springer. And it has 3 stages: preparation and planning, application, and dissemination of results. After reviewing articles available, I concluded some prospects and challenges of online education. The first is the prospects of online education. First one is the flexibility in terms of timing, in terms of pace. The second one is increased student attendance. The third one is innovative ways of learning used by the mentor to teach or guide the students. The next one is generate employment opportunity. No doubt, multiple number of teachers or multiple number of mentors start their course in the Udemy. Internet penetration. The second one is the broader access. Bridge the gap between the education and the job sector. Now the challenges in online education, the high rate of dropouts in online education. In India, it is internet connectivity issue, lack of infrastructure. The next one is breakdown communication during classes, work-life balance. There is no time it is very challenging to manage the time for their personal work and for their professional work. Lack of motivation in online classes for the teachers and for the students also. The next one is inattentiveness or dispersion of concentration of the candidates during online classes. There were no proper discipline. They are not able to focus. Distraction is very much. The next one is the health hazards, headache, eye problem, eye irritation. Language of the course is the major issue. India is a diverse country. They focus, it has multiple number of language, but the language available in the online education is only in English language. It's again a challenge for the Indian society.
Shabnam, your time is already up. Just just tell me one thing,
yes,
that how much data have you collected primarily? Because the way you are speaking, and it seems you have done an intensive research on it.
Sir, I have collected, sorry sir, I have not collected the primary data. I have collected the secondary data available on the internet or on which are available in the different platforms.
No, that is what the thing is, because the things when it is available on the platform, and when we are only talking about these things, these things are very, very obvious, right?
Yes.
So it is not having that much relevance even. So without that, without testing the things empirically, we cannot actually conclude in this way. So what my suggestion to you is, the paper is okay, and a lot of work has been done till date on this. You also know that after pandemic, this has become a very hot thing, and a lot of work has already been done on this. So
yes, sir.
my request to you is that please try to collect some authentic data, and then you will be able to justify your paper in a better way, I suppose. Okay, but anyways, a good attempt. Okay, and thank you so much. Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Raviji, we can have the next presentation.
Thank you, sir. Monica. Yes, now you can try Monica Singh. Serial number 30. Yes, you can try once again.
Yes, sir. Is visible or not?
Again, the same problem occurs. I don't know what is happening.
Yeah, sir.
You
I
have
also
just click on.
Monica, my suggestion to you is that you please present orally, because it is just wasting the time.
Yeah, right,
And
sir.
we are
Yes,
running
sir,
very short of time.
Yeah, sir. Okay. Sir, I am saying in objective. Sir,
See,
I am
listen to me. We have to be very precise. Your
Yeah.
objective, your methodology, and your conclusion. Only these three things you have to go with.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. I
Carry
understand.
on.
Sir, yeah.
Carry on.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I am Monica Singh, and I am presenting my presentation on empowering women. And my PhD researcher now starts, sir. And my research topic is not yet decided, but I want to do empowering women or gender equality. So I make presentation on empowering women. So I go to in government schools and communities, or 50 schools in government schools, and I decided to do in a girls or boys, how many girls or boys are going to schools, and there I collect data in 50 schools, and about gender equality, uh, how many girls drop out from schools, what's the reason, and regarding to women empowerment. And I also go in a community, how many women, what's I'm audible? Sorry,
How
sir.
will you be able to relate this to the women empowerment?
Sir, I am working. I am
How
running
will
my
you be
own.
able to relate the dropout rates with the women empowerment?
Sorry, sir, it's not audible.
I hope you are able to understand my question.
Yeah, sir.
Are you understanding my question?
Sir, can you please repeat?
My question is, how will you be able to relate the dropouts with the women empowerment?
Okay. We are when we collect the data from community, we collect we one-to-one talk with women, and what they are working, and they what type of work they need. Some reasons women go for work and their children are not going to school because of work. They handle their homeworks like food and all, so
Monica,
they
your
don't go to
fundamentals
school.
are not clear even.
Sorry,
Your
sir.
fundamentals are not even clear, and what I'm asking, you are saying something else. Anyways, you present your and just conclude now, because time is going to up now. You just conclude what conclusion you want to give. Just share that. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, sir.
I think
hello. Yeah.
Monica, you are trying to share your screen again. We
Sorry.
told you to present orally, na? Then don't share it again. You just conclude. Just say your conclusion.
Yeah. The economic stability and provide vocational training and business development support for women in community. It's audible, sir?
Yeah, it's audible. Carry on, please.
Yeah. The impact of NGOs on gender equality, education, and healthcare in communities and development in society. Engaging communities to send their engages communities to send their daughters to schools. They develop their audible.
No problem. I think she has done the presentation, sir. Monica ji,
Okay.
no problem. You can.
Yeah, let us consider her presentation taken, sir. No issue. There are some technical issues of internet also on her part, I suppose.
Yes, yes.
So no issues. We will just consider her presentation done. Right,
Okay.
sir? So
Thank
let
you.
us take the another presentation now. Thank you so much, Monica.
Thank you so much, sir. Sorry for sir
No problem. No problem.
It's okay.
was-
It happens
it was-
sometimes. Maybe you might be presenting for the first time or so. It is
Yeah,
happening
I'm
because of
presenting
that.
first time. This is my first conference, sir.
So
So this
yeah,
is the item problem.
congratulations for that. And Inspira provides a platform for first timers a lot. Means many first timers actually you will find their presentation happening and their things happening over there. So no issues. Keep on doing
So,
some
yeah,
things.
it's my first present conference, yeah, sir. That's why some problems are happens.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
No
Thank you
issue.
so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. So the next presenter is Sadhana Soni, PhD scholar from Haridwar, University of Patanjali. Yes, please, Sadhana, please unmute. Sadhana, please switch
Sir,
on.
on behalf of me, Mr. Devendra Kumar present.
Mr. Devendra Kumar present.
Yes.
Okay, so is he registered in this conference?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's a second author.
Okay. No, is he registered? Second author, I know.
Yes. Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay, Mr. Devendra, please start. Please unmute. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Devendra. Mr. Devendra, please unmute. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Devendra Kumar is here from SKD University, Assistant Professor, Department of Yoga. Sir, I am here to present my topic. Sir, my screen is visible or not?
No, it is not visible. You have not shared anything. Now it's coming. Now it's coming.
Okay.
It is visible now. It is visible now.
Okay, sir.
You may start now.
Yes, sir. So my topic is exploring yoga philosophy impact on contemporary mental health. So now, first I introduce actually what is mental health. So mental health is just not the absence of mental disorder. It is described as a condition of well-being in which each person reaches their full potential, or is able to manage the daily stresses, able to work effectively and efficiently, and is able to give feedback to their community. And also with the support of science and technology, we have to access to a wide range of facilities that improve our quality of life, including many electronic, just like computers, television, micro and macro machines, mobile phones, etc. Now, despite having everything like the so-called global generation of today's are less satisfied than ever. Now, apart from this, due to excessive workload, promoting inner desire, running after success, unbalanced lifestyle, the level of stress among people has increased. In such a situation, people remaining worried all day long and are able to run their family life properly, due to which their relationship also break again and again. Now we are discussing about what is the yoga philosophy. The Master Patanjali is said to be the propounder as a way to heal the body and mind and soul. Yoga is an ancient art form that focus on scientific principles. It is a way of methodology for linking up individual consciousness to supreme consciousness. Yoga philosophy is an ancient art based on scientific approach for the development of body, mind, and spirit. Yoga was invented as a tool for acquiring the knowledge and wisdom as a means to become happier. Yoga is not merely a form of bodily exercise, it is an ancient technology to happiness and a peaceful way of living. Master Patanjali arrested the Yoga Sutras that became before Christ 200 years as a way to understand the life, removing all kinds of affiliations. Yoga and its amazing techniques help us transform.
Devendra Kumarji, this is something Means just you are reading the paper like anything,
Okay, sir.
And I understand it's not your paper, but means you do one thing, just conclude it now, because lot of time you have already taken.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, conclude it,
Sir,
please.
Okay, sir. Sir, my objective of the paper is to explore a philosophy-based practical solution that lead to happy life in present era.
And
to explore the
hold on, just Raviji, please note the paper of someone presented by someone else will not be eligible for best paper award.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, carry on, Mr. Devendra, please.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, my methods is the discovery study aims to investigate the prevalence and patterns of yoga philosophy, interrogation, and contemporary mental health practices. And now I'm discussing about what is the relationship between the mind and the body. And the Hatha Yoga says the Hatha Pradipika in chapter 1st and 2nd verses. Chale vatam chalam chittam nichalam bhavet yogi sthanatum apnoti tato vayum nirodhet. It means, according to Hatha Yoga, the mind will naturally become quite a few, just let it be focus and your vital energy to autonomic bodily systems. And the one other factor is breathing is one of the most important bodily functions that has a direct connection to the brain and the central nervous system, also which regulates our emotional reactions. And now, sir, we are talking about what is the happiness and unhappiness. So, in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, according to Yoga Sutras,
Mr. Devendra, please conclude.
Yes, sir.
I told you to conclude at that time also. Please conclude now.
Okay, sir. So just a second, sir. So the one factor is kleshas in the mid. The second factor is positiveness. And so our discussion and conclusion is this: the sutras by Mercy Patanjali's significant influence of a mental health because it presents a comprehensive strategy for well-being. The sutras place an immersive value of achieving non-attachment and mastering mind control as a way to uncover the real or joyful and self eventually put an end of suffering. According to the Yoga Sutra, this is traditional discipline is mainly mental in nature, with the physical components acting more as a means that an end. People can experience as a sense of release from suffering by constant efforts or practices like physical postures and breathing exercise also, which improves mental health and general well-being also. Yoga-based therapies have been demonstrated to improve mental health outcomes by influencing physiologically markers of stress, reducing stress reactivities, and alternating the structure and function of our brain. And sir, the last point is there are some recommendations for all these factors.
Thank you. Recommendations can be assumed on the basis of the conclusion itself. Devendra ji, there is a you can say a suggestion to just improvise the paper further. Is that what can be done is that there are various types of yogas, right? So
Yes,
even you can take a survey of the people, those who are actually the consumers of the yogas, right? Those who are actually practicing yogas, that
Yes,
what type of satisfaction are they feeling? You can just do a empirical work rather than just assembling and compiling the entire yogas. You can even do this work. This will not only provide you a first-hand primary information, but will give you a insight of that how you can do a better work. Okay.
Yes,
so this is my suggestion to the author also and to you also who has actually well presented the paper. Thank you so much. Raviji, we can take the next presentation.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Devendra. Thank you. So S. Barial is continuously
No, good. It is
Sir,
good because, yeah,
sir,
because
he is the
people are desperate
participant.
to, present, and nothing better than that. Yeah, you can tell Burial to just present.
No, Burial is the yesterday's participant. She was
Okay.
not able to present due to some technical issues. So she
Okay.
want to present today.
Sure,
So
sure.
S. Burial, research scholar from Wells Institute of Science, Technology and Advanced Studies, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Please unmute.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
After this, Mr.
Good evening.
Oscar D. Atade, please be ready, sir.
Great. So
Yes.
this is a good practice, Raviji. Tell the other presenter also to be ready, so they will also.
And Oscar D. Atade joined yesterday also, sir. He is from
Yeah.
Goa.
I remember.
Yeah. The name is very good. Oscar Awards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Good evening, sir.
Miriel, just go on your objectives and try to relate it with the methodology and your conclusion. Okay, you have 4 minutes only.
Okay, sir. Sure. Yeah. And the topic. The topic I would like to present is on the impact of AI tools on the workload and the time management of the women teachers in Trichy district. This is a part of Tamil Nadu state, and I have taken the population of the southern part and the western part of Trichy, and my objective is to access the extent to which the AI tools have been adopted in schools in Trichy district, and also to evaluate the impact of how AI tools it access the impact on the workload of women teachers, to analyze the effectiveness of AI tools in time management, in improving the time management, and also to identify any challenges or limitations faced by the women teachers. So according to these objectives, these are the AI tools which the women teachers have adopted into. They have applied automated grading system. As we see, these 4 systems have been applied um, for their applications in education. These, according to them, according to the survey taken, the teachers who have applied to these systems, they find it very difficult to work on their work-life balance, because it gives more stress for them to manage both handwritten documents and also with the documents they have to feed into the system. So this is like a double workload for them, and this apparently falls a very short term of time management for them. And there are many dropouts of teachers from the schools. That is the reason I focused on the women teachers in Trichy district. The research methodology that they've taken I've prepared a questionnaire and forwarded to the people, to the women teachers, through taken a survey, and I've taken women teachers of all sectors like primary, the secondary, and higher secondary schools, and my sample is 100, taken 100 teachers. Based on the survey, I came to an findings like positive impact they have given, like these systems which are they are applying in their education, in their teaching system. They say like workload reduction. There is more of workload reduction for them. And time management as well. Time management also they manage, but the negative impact they say is like, according to few of them, it is like the workload is increasing. They cannot manage their work and their life, family life balance. So according to this study, there are some challenges and barriers. A threat like will the AI tools which are applying, which they are using, will that AI tools will take out their job, will reduce.
Ma'am, 1 minute more you have.
Yes, sir. Sure.
You have one minute more, so please conclude now.
Okay, sir. So this threat among the women teachers is increasing day by day, and so from this survey, I conclude like a greater survey has to be taken and greater training has to be given to the women teachers based on the systems that are applied in the schools. With this, I conclude. Thank you, sir.
Good. So you have done a good survey, but at the same time, had you been doing this type testing or
So your voice is breaking, please.
you can it the way you have done. Okay, and try to take the sample which actually is means which you can which is justifiable, right?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are doing it, so just try to manage it in that way, right? Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Raviji, we can take the next presentation, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So the next presenter is Oscar Deotade from Goa Business School, Goa University, Goa. Sir, please unmute. Please unmute. Yes, sir.
Raviji, I would say it is a honor for Inspira also
Yes,
that such a renowned and such a experienced persons are coming to the conferences.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah. Sir, you are most welcome, sir. Carry on.
It
Sir,
is
please take care of the time limit. Yeah, I will not.
Of yours.
Yeah, I will not stop you, sir, but please take care of the time limit by your own, sir. Thank you so much.
So is my
Carry
screen,
on, sir.
Is my screen
it is visible.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible also. Please carry on.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. The title of my presentation is India's Pulse Supply Response Revisited for Asymmetry, a case study of Pigeon P in Madhya Pradesh. So there's one screen that has come here by the side which is blocking me. How do I get rid of that? I'll minimize that. Okay.
No, your screen is visible very clearly.
I'm Oscar Deotade, a PhD research scholar from Goa University, working under the guidance of Professor Pranab Mukhopadhyay. This study examines the supply response of Pigeon P as a pulses representative in Madhya Pradesh, a leading pulse producing state from 1970-71 to 2015-16, when India's pulse sector lay near dormant. The average daily PCA for the triennium ending 2015-16 stood at just 44.5 grams. Despite the near dormancy, pulse supply responsiveness received scant and inadequate attention from researchers. As is generally the case, existing studies assume supply response to be typically symmetric, which is unrealistic. Furthermore, should the underlying relationship be asymmetric, the imposition of symmetry can lead to spurious results. The research question is crop supply response asymmetric? The objectives: to analyze the area and yield responses to price and selected non-price variables by applying panel data extensions of the NERDL model, and for comparison, the linear ARDL model. To evaluate the relevant short-run and long-run elasticities, and to bring out the possible policy implications. Equation 1 represents the ARDL area response model 1, where PPH stands for Pigeon P acreage, RFHP relative farm harvest price, % GIA, % gross irrigated area, and all crops, R June rainfall in the month of June, R July rainfall, CPRR coefficient of variation of the relative gross returns over the 3 preceding years as an index of risk, and DNFSM is a dummy for NFSM intervention post 2010. ARDL model 2 replaces the % GIA with total NPK consumption per hectare. Equation 1 is reparameterized into an error correction model in equation 2, where delta I, epsilon I t minus 1 represents the error correction term, and delta I is the error correction or area adjustment coefficient. The NERDL model decomposes the variables into partial sum processes of positive and negative changes around a single threshold value of 0, as can be seen below. Thus, you see in the equation June rainfall plus, June rainfall minus, price plus, price minus. The only variable that has not been decomposed is % gross irrigated area, because the changes are predominantly positive. The equation 4 reparameterizes equation 3 in the form of an error correction equation, where tau I, ZIT minus 1 represents the error correction term, and tau I is the error correction coefficient. This table indicates the descriptive statistics. Table 2 and table 3 provide the correlation coefficients. It is clear from these tables that total fertilizer consumption per hectare is highly correlated to % cross irrigated acreage. That's how only one of these variables could be included at a time in the analysis. And that explains why we have 2 specifications of each model. The unit rule tests for the area response variables indicate that all variables are either stationary in levels or are rendered stationary with first order differencing. The same is the case for the yield response variables, except for Pigeon P yield under the Hadri-Lagrange multiplier test. But that is no problem as such, because according to Banerjee et al. 2005, the panel unit rule tests are known to reject the null even when it is true. Now, these are the co-integration tests. The augmented Dicker-Fuller test for the NARDL area response models fails to reject the null of no co-integration. Again, this is not an issue. According to Barbieri 2008, ADF test does not generally perform creditably, and its empirical distribution deviates significantly from the theoretical standard normal distribution. On the other hand, the tests highlighted in green are superior with regard to power and size properties compared to all the other tests, and the unadjusted tests also are very robust. Now, these are the lag orders for the area response and yield response models, which were generated using the Bayesian information criterion. Now, coming to the results of the ARDL model, let's look at only two because of paucity of time. Let's look at the price. All coefficient estimates are insignificant, and the risk coefficient estimates of the short run are insignificant. When you go to the NARDL, the cell shaded in blue represent long run asymmetry, in yellow short run asymmetry. When both the variable components are significant, then the shading is dark. Now, in this case, you see that there is risk aversion. There is significant response to a negative component of the risk variable. And overall, there is asymmetric response in the short run. Similarly, the price proves significant under both the models in the short as well as the long run. But there are asymmetries, of course. Then this is only a table indicating all the asymmetries. Coming to the yield response analysis, in this case, this is the ARDL analysis of yield response. Let's look at rainfall August, rainfall in the month of October, and let's say maximum temperature in the month of September. These are, in the long run, they're insignificant. And when you go to the NARDL results, you find that these variables have turned significant, and there is asymmetry. Moreover, in the case of the risk variable, September, maximum temperature in the month of September, in the case of that variable, the short-run responses are highly elastic compared to just a magnitude of about 1 in the case of the ARDL results. Moreover, the ARDL results indicated a long-run insignificant response in the case of model 1, whereas here it is elastic and the response is asymmetric. This is again a list of symmetries. To conclude, sir, the ARDL response, the area response analysis shows that in the long run, 75% of the decomposed variables in the long run as well as in the short run indicate asymmetry under both models. The yield response analysis shows that in the long run, 50% of the variables decomposed under model 1 show asymmetry, whereas in the case of model 2, 33% show asymmetry. When it comes to short run, 50% under model 1 and 67% under model 2. These findings afford new insights into pulse supply responsiveness, offering a potentially valuable contribution to policymaking in this domain. Thank you, sir.
Excellent presentation, sir. And this is what is as expected as you have presented. Really very good. And the empirical data which you have used and the way you have utilized the time series, econometrics model, really very, very good.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. And at this stage, you are doing your PhD. Nothing means it is encouraging for everyone.
Once again, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. All the best, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
sir,
you.
Yeah. Next presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Oscar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So the next presenter, Mr. Naman Singh. Mr. Naman Singh, research scholar from Lovely Professional University, Punjab. Please unmute, Mr. Naman. Yes, Mr. Naman. Are you sharing your screen, PPT?
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Good evening, sir. I would like to thank you for giving me an opportunity to represent here, sir.
Your screen is taking time to come.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, but your screen is taking time. Yeah, now it's visible. You can start. You can start, Mr. Naman.
Yes. My research topic is the institutional mechanism and functioning of the observation home in Haryana. The Department of Women and Child Development of Government of Haryana has constitutional and legal obligation to run reformatory homes and provide annual budget to these institutions for the care, protection, and rehabilitation of juvenile delinquents. The main purpose of the department is to bring juvenile delinquent in the mainstream of nation and make them responsible citizens and rehabilitate them in the society. For achieving this goal, the Department of Women and Child Development to sincere effort to implement and execute various welfare schemes of state and central government for upliftment and rehabilitation of juvenile delinquents. Haryana state has 4 observation homes, 3 places of safety, and 1 special home. 1 observation home is Ambala, Faridabad, Hisar, Karnal. The state government shall establish and maintain in every district or group of district, either by itself or through voluntary or non-governmental organization under Section 41 of Juvenile Justice. For care and protection of juvenile, the state government of Haryana is running observation home. Observation home is an institution where neglected and delinquent juvenile are kept for a few weeks or pending decision of the cases. Children are brought by the police or probation officer or parents voluntarily admit them. During their stay in the institution, all services are including food, clothing, and shelter. In the institution, children may be disposed of either by committing them to a juvenile home for long-term treatment or may be handed over their parents based on the nature of the case. Key feature and functioning. Key feature and functioning of an observation home in Haryana include temporary residence, education and rehabilitation, reintegration planning, monitoring and oversight. Special home is an institution established by state government under Section 48 of the Juvenile Justice Act 2015. The state government may establish and maintain the special home in every district or group of district for rehabilitation of those children in conflict with law who are. There is 1 special home in Haryana located in Sonipat. Convicted juvenile delinquent are kept in this home. Convicted juvenile delinquent up to age of 21 are kept in this home. After completing 21 years of age, they are transferred to jails.
Namanji, what is the main crux of your research paper? Means what actually you want to say by the, what I want to say is that what is the crux of your paper? Means what you want to actually tell about the thing. Means these are all the data which you are showing is about special homes, about the one more thing you have told about, and the law you are telling. So what is the purpose of this? Mr. Naman, are you able to understand what I am saying? Am I audible there?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Mr. Naman, are you? Mr. Naman, are you there? I think there's a network issue from Naman's side. Yes.
It seems like that. Yes. Raviji, you please take the other presentation. We can consider this presentation happened, sir.
Yes, he is out with him. So the next presenter, yes, sir, Patel Chirag Kumar Ishwar Bhai. Next presenter, Patel Chirag Kumar Ishwar Bhai.
Namanji has again appeared.
Namanji, please unmute. Please unmute.
We are considering your presentation happened, sir. We have considered your presentation. Okay. Sir, there is a network problem from his side. Please continue with the other presentation.
Yes, Mr. Chirag, please unmute. Serial number 24, Patel Chirag Kumar Ishwar Bhai from Gujarat. Please unmute, Mr. Chirag.
I'm audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, but there is a technical glitch from your side, I think. Voice is not coming properly.
Yes. Now, can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, we can see. Please start.
I'm so sorry for that, but I have a network.
You can switch off your video and you can do, because it can solve your issue, I think. Your voice is not coming. Network issue. So, Pava sir.
Haji.
Sir, there is a network issue from Chirag Kumar's side.
So
Voice
please
is
take
not
another
coming.
presenter, sir. Let them just fix up their network issue.
Okay.
And yes. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Chirag, there is some network issue from your side. I will invite you after some time. You can take care of your network. So, the next participant.
Will you please allow me for 2-3 minutes, right?
Yes, sir, no problem. So, we can take a break for 2 minutes, sir?
Yeah, it can be done.
Okay.
Thank
you. I will invite after 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Miss Umesh Singh Solanki, please get ready and open up your video. Umesh Singh Solanki, you are the next. So Chirag, you want to try again? Chirag. Namanji, you have done your presentation. Don't worry. Your presentation is complete. We have deemed your presentation is okay. So there is no problem. Okay. Mr. Chirag, just a minute. Your voice is not coming. Just a minute. Yeah, Mr. Chirag, please unmute. Yes, now you can.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Sorry for the glitch, sir.
You can try again.
Yes, sir. I'm starting from the beginning. My topic is on exploring romanticism and the role of women in the contemporary Indian novels. It's a comparative analysis of three young writers, which are Ravinder Singh, Sudeep Nagarkar, and Durjoy Datta. Okay. Here, I took 3 novels of 3 authors. Ravinder Singh's I Too Had a Love Story, which is a romantic novel. Sudeep Nagarkar, it started with The Friend Request, which is also a romantic novel as well. And Durjoy Datta's Our Impossible Love. Okay. Here, my objectives for the presentation is to is to unravel the dimensions of a romantic intersecting with the portrayal of a woman, contemporary, and considering the societal dynamics and gender expectations in the Indian, in context of the young writers. Okay. The theme and insights, the common motive in these 3 novels is a deep exploration of a love, passion, its emotional depth, and the quest of genuine human connections, which is quite expected in these 3 novels. Okay, there is a divergence in this themes of these novels. Each author provides a unique perspectives on romanticism, reflecting the diversity and changes in the Indian society. Here, when we see evolution of a female characters, when we see early portrayals, initially female characters often confront the traditional roles with the limited agency, primarily focused around the male protagonist. When we see the earliest novels, now in the modern portrayals, we see that contemporary novels are showing the women in more complex roles. Yeah, as time reflects, it's reflecting changes social expectations and increased agency. Yeah. the narrative structures and the technique of the three authors. The novels employ various narratives techniques like first-person narration, digital communication, letters, vividly conveyed themes of romanticism, and the portrayal of a woman as well. And the intersectionally and the social context, examination how the class, caste, ethnicity, and urbanization, the impact of characters in the portrayals and the portrayals of the characters and story of the stories dynamics.
Yes,
When we see
Chirag.
the compare, yes,
Carry on, carry on.
when we see the comparative analysis, they emphasis on emotion analysis, how each author uses the emotional depth to resonate with the audience through the character journeys and the relationships. Here we see that these three writers use youngsters in their novel as well. They are youngsters, and they have used the youngsters. So when we read these three novels, we see that the youngster interactive with the youngster in the romantic way. The hurdles, the emotional glitches they have, all these things combining, making the novel more vivid to the readers and understandable to the women. Okay. Here, by the seeing of portrayal of a woman, focuses on how each novel reflects its evolving gender roles and the agency of a female characters in the different social contexts. Okay. We see the summary and conclusion now. See the
of the time.
yes, I'm finishing up. Just last slide, sir. Yeah. Summary in conclusion, contributions to the literature and gender size. The novels offer valuable insights into the interplay of a love, relationship, and the social dynamics under the lens of modern Indian romanticism. Okay. And the future research direction, we see that suggests area for the further exploration in romanticism and the gender dynamics in the Indian literature, hinting at the continued evolution in the themes and the character of development. Yes, I am over. Thanks. Hello.
Yes, the comparative analysis which you have done. Can it be more comprehensive, Chirag? What do you think?
Hello, sir.
Yes, am I audible?
Hello, sir. Yes, you are audible, but your voice is much breaking, sir.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, there is a network issue all over here. I'm saying that the comparative analysis that you have done, can it be more comprehensive? I just want to understand that. How can you make your comparative analysis more comprehensive than whatsoever you have done till now?
I took three novels of the three authors, sir, and I've tried my best to make it at my base level, sir. And if my guide can guide me well to elaborate something else in it, then I would definitely do it, sir.
Yeah. Because what is there? Because when we see your study is more a qualitative one rather than quantitative that I could see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
So while we are doing a qualitative work, at that time,
yes,
just
sir.
three authors, if we take, it will not be able, it will not be justifiable. I would say like that.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so in order to make it more complex, you have to take some more author, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So just try to tell your guide that this was one of the suggestions which was given, and accordingly you can improvise. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for valuable assistance. Thanks, sir.
Right. Okay. Good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Professor Pava, sir. So the next presenter, Meenakshi Sharma.
Yeah, Meenakshi is already ready. Yeah, this is a good practice.
And after this, Miss Umesh Singh Solanki, please switch. Please keep your video on, Miss Umesh. Yes, Meenakshi ji.
Yeah,
Good
carry on.
evening.
Continue.
Okay, Umesh Singh Solanki, it seems some male is there.
No, she's.
anyways, no issues. It in India anything can be possible. In our Sikhism also, just foreign thing is a difference. That's what it creates. Anyways, yeah, carry on, please.
Yes, sir. My presentation is visible.
Yes, it is visible. Carry on.
So, good evening, sir. My research topic is phytochemical screening of ethanolic and methanolic extract of Cissus quadrangularis by HPLC and UV spectrophotometer. So, about Cissus quadrangularis, first is the introduction is that it is a perennial plant found basically in Indian and African countries, and its English name is wild grape, and it's come under Vitaceae family, in which family grapes is coming. That family it is coming. Its Hindi name is Harjod and Sanskrit name is Asti Samhara, Asti Bhanga. But the recent time, lots of allopathic side effects are there. So the quest of safer medical treatment has intensified, and India has a rich botanical medicine, out of which Cissus quadrangularis is known for its therapeutic property for bone healing, bone fracture, and inflammation. It has a great antioxidant properties. Comes to the nutritional value, it has a steroids, antioxidant, and mineral, that is calcium and phosphorus abundantly. So how these nutrients help in our health? The steroids are responsible for rate of bone healing due to its steroidal effect. Calcium is responsible for bone formation. And in Cissus, there are some amino acids also found, which helps the calcium to absorb in the body. Another health benefit of Cissus is that it can be useful for healing ulcer. By using Cissus in your diet, it can prevent stomach from ulcer.
Meenakshi, one thing I would like to say, because
Yeah.
see, your research is completely scientific.
Yes.
And though you are most welcome, because it is a multidisciplinary conference, but at the same time, can you please tell us that how your research will be able to help the society? Because most of the time we have understood, and what I as a layman understand is that steroids are harmful, right?
Steroid as
Yeah,
harmful.
so
Yes.
how your research will be helpful for the society, number one, and how have you fulfilled your objective? And you have now 3 minutes left.
Yes,
Carry on.
sir, actually, the side effect of allopathic medicine is well known. So, our medicine, our Cissus quadrangularis is herbal, so there is no any harmful effect. So it is the benefit of society then, because साइड इफेक्ट्स बहुत ज्यादा रहते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं आप जैसे डायबिटीज का मेडिसिन आप खाते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं वो ब्लड प्रेशर या फिर आपके हार्ट पर इम्पैक्ट करता है. सो हर्बल मेडिसिन इस चीज के लिए जानी जाती है कि मतलब वो कोई एडवर्स इफेक्ट नहीं डालेगी. और सेकंड क्वेश्चन आपका
ओके
क्या था
ओके,
सर?
मेरा क्वेश्चन नहीं था, मैंने ये कहा था कि आप अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को जो है वो रिलेट
हाँ
करके और कंक्लूड
हाँ
कीजिए.
ऑब्जेक्टिव सर. हाँ सर, ऑब्जेक्टिव अपना इसका ये था कि हम लोगों ने इनके सैंपल कलेक्शन किए थे, इसके एक्सट्रैक्ट निकाले थे, और इनका मेथेनॉलिक और एथेनॉलिक एक्सट्रैक्ट निकाल के क्वालिटेटिव और क्वांटिटेटिव एनालिसिस किया था. तो इसमें हम लोगों को ये बहुत सारे फाइटोकेमिकल्स इसमें फाउंड हुए हैं: एल्कलॉइड, फ्लेवेनॉइड, टेनिन, टर्पेनॉइड, सेपेनॉइन, कार्डियक ग्लाइकोसाइड, प्रोटीन, कार्बोहाइड्रेट एंड फिनॉल. एंड विटामिन सी भी इसके अंदर काफी अच्छे अमाउंट में मिला था. सो ये हमारा इसका रिजल्ट हम लोगों को मिले थे. प्रोटीन इसमें 7 से 16% होता है, कार्बोहाइड्रेट 18 से 36% होता है, फिनॉल्स, टोटल कीटो स्टेरॉन्स, स्टेरॉन्स इज स्टेरॉइड्स, ये 10.65% तक मिले थे. सो ये मतलब बेसिकली सीसस जो है ये बोन्स के लिए बहुत अच्छा रहता है. जैसे कि मेनापॉज की कंडीशन में क्या होता है कि वुमेन के बॉडी के अंदर कैल्शियम बहुत कम हो जाता है, सो ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस होने के चांसेस रहते हैं. तो ये अगर उस टाइम पर अपने हेल्थ में डाइट में इंक्लूड किया जाए तो ये बहुत बेनिफिशियल हो सकता है इसके केस में. ये हम लोगों ने इसकी एनालिसिस किया था, ये टेनिन, हाँ टेनिन्स के लिए और फिनॉल्स के लिए, और
अब
ये
हम कुछ समझ पाए ना, जैसे आपने जो किया, अब हमको पता चल रहा है कि हाँ कुछ है. चलिए, कैरी ऑन प्लीज,
हाँ,
कंक्लूड
तो ये
कीजिए.
हम लोगों ने प्रोटीन और कार्बोहाइड्रेट के लिए किया था. ये हमारा क्वर्सेटीन एंड रूटीन, ये फ्लेवेनॉइड्स होते हैं जो एज ए एंटीऑक्सीडेंट काम करते हैं. तो ये फ्री रेडिकल्स को बाइंड करते हैं और हमें मतलब एजिंग के लिए भी थोड़ा रेस्ट्रिक्ट करते हैं कि एजिंग भी ना हो. और बाकी फ्री रेडिकल्स अगर हमारे रहते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी बहुत सारी बीमारियों को करती है, कैच करती है, तो वो भी नहीं करती है, तो इसमें एंटीऑक्सीडेंट प्रॉपर्टी पाई जाती है। सो ये मेरा इसका कंक्लूजन था कि जिसमें काफ़ी सारे फाइटोकेमिकल्स भी पाए जाते हैं। इसके अलावा जो फ्यूचर स्कोप है इसका, कि इसका इन विट्रो एंटीऑक्सीडेंट कैपेसिटी और हम लोगों को देखना है कि ये किस तरीके से काम करती है फ्री रेडिकल्स को न्यूट्रलाइज करने के लिए, और इसका एंटी माइक्रोबियल एक्टिविटी भी हम लोगों को देखना है, जो कि ऑलरेडी मैंने जैसे बताया है कि रिसर्च पेपर्स में लिखा गया है कि एच पाइलोरी पर ये इम्पैक्ट करता है बहुत ज़्यादा। एच पाइलोरी अल्सर के लिए बेसिकली पाया जाता है, वो करता है हमारी बॉडी में इम्पैक्ट, तो उसके लिए ये बहुत बेनिफिशियल ये प्लांट है। सो बस यही हमारा इसका स्कोप है अभी का।
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for your presentation and making us insightful about your topic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Ravi ji, we can take the next one.
Yeah. Ms. Umesh Singh Solanki, please unmute.
Yeah.
Yes, ji,
So
sir,
good evening.
from Banasthali Vidyapit. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Pava and Modi sahab. And yeah, I'm just going to be a part of the Banasthali PhD program. And I'm really sorry for that. Right now, I'm not able to present my presentation because there is no connectivity and I am in a blaze of field visit. So that's why I do not have my laptop with me. I think so yeah, but I can speak up and give my title to PhD as the impact of NGOs on education, development
Yes,
of
that
community.
can always be done. That can always be done. No issues. And we allow the oral presentation also. But let me tell you, even with the help of mobile, people are presenting they're giving their presentation very well.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, you are right. Actually, I'm in a very remote area. You can see. Actually, you can see I'm in a very remote area. So
okay, no issues, no issues.
yeah. So
don't show the pictures. It's okay, fine.
yeah.
We believe that.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
carry
fine.
on, carry
So,
on, carry on
yeah.
with your presentation.
Yeah. So my presentation, sorry, my PhD title is just the impact of NGOs, the development of communities, education, women, healthcare programs, and most probably in prioritize of safe drinking water and good sanitization facilities in the school and the around community as well. So this is my PhD title. And this is the first of conference which I am just joining right now. So this is a very much first time for my experience. So yeah, I think empowering women through education is a transformative strategy that significantly impacts gender equality, healthcare, socio-economic development, and the sustainable development. So right now we Indian people are just very much nominating the SDGs goal and G20s and something we are just announcing and presenting in our India. So these are also the main prioritized category of the sustainable. There is a whether there is a poverty, education, sanitization, drinking water. So yeah, so I think so that non-government organization uh, work tireless the remove barriers to education for girls by advocating inclusive policy and providing the scholarship to creating safe environment. And education enables girls to decision making and pursue leadership roles also. So thereby promoting gender equality. Additionally, educate women are better informed about health and hygiene, leading the improved healthcare outcomes for. So I think that NGOs are the very crucial pivotal role in which we can make the sustainable things in the communities or the school, whether there is a gender equality, girls education, or healthcare programs. So yeah, this is my title to do the PhD, and I think there can be a conclusion of my title of PhD is just like the as I'm earlier explaining that NGOs plays a very vital role in enhancing and sanitization drinking water facility, particularly is understand by modeling resources, experience, and community engagement. And the NGOs also addresses official gaps and often hire across to the maintaining sanitization and sanitary toilets also. So NGO conducts health and hygiene education program in communities. NGO help create higher school environment that promote student well-being and academic success. Through this comprehensive intervention, NGOs contribute significantly to reducing waterborne disease, improving the attendance rates, and fostering a conducting learning environment. And maybe the girls will be so progressive in this field with the NGOs. So yeah, I think this is from my side.
Okay, thank you so much. And please mind next time you be prepared with your presentation.
Yeah, sure, for
You get
sure.
a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so very much. Raviji, we can take the next.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Umesh.
Thank you.
Miss Mahalakshmi, PhD scholar from Goa Business School. Please unmute. Mahalakshmi. Please switch on your video also.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Mahalakshmi.
Can you see my slides?
Yes, we can see. You can start.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mahalakshmi Bhattacharya. I'm a scholar in.
If you can make it full screen, it would be good. Please make it full. If it can be.
Is it fine?
Make it a full screen. Otherwise, you can cut it. Yeah, it will be good. Yeah, this is.
Yeah. So I'm a research scholar in Goa
Yeah.
University, and today's topic, the discussion is material flow analysis and sustainability in India. So basically, my objective is to see the material use of resources in India, because as we know, there is a lot of burden given our population on the resources. So I wanted to know what is the industrial metabolism, what is the resource metabolism which is undertaken in Goa. So when we use the concept of biophysical, we are basically talking about metabolic profile, that is the resources which have been used up. And I have been using statistical accounting framework, which is by the framework recording, which is measured in terms of thousands per year. On the other hand, we also will be speaking about sustainability, how these resources are leading to scarcity, and also there is also environmental impact in terms of quality degrading over the years. This you will come across when I'm doing the material analysis. I come across a topic called as demonstrate extraction, the exports and imports, consumption and production as well. So basically, when we talk about domestic material consumptions, I take up the production, I take up the consumptions, as well as also we are dependent on the imports of these resources. So that is also considered under the domestic material. Clear. Then also calculate the physical net physical trade balance, wherein the exports and imports are considered, where you come to know whether the resources what is available in India is much more sufficient.
Can you please come on a conclusion, because the time is already
Okay, sir.
running, and
Fine. So I'll just say I have taken 70 items, and through all this, I'll go to my conclusions. Findings I've shown also in terms of debate. So basically, my finding says that yes, India is dependent on fossil fuels. No doubt that we have begun the policy of the solar and renewable energy, and which is very extensive use of minerals as well as biomass. Even DMC, that is domestic material consumption per capita, is also very high in terms for the fossil fuels, followed by the metallic minerals. Material intensity is fallen for both minerals as well as biomass. And in terms of export imports, it also shows that yes, definitely we are my findings to this research what I have done. And this material becomes very important in terms to measure the sustainability, in the sense that we come to know whether the resources, which, as I said earlier, sufficient, or should we, or the imports are more, or should we go for some substitutes? In order to so that we can cater the needs of our growing population. So that this has been my study through this topic. Thank you so much. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Am I audible or not?
You're audible, sir. And I'm done with my presentation.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I know that you have well concluded it. I was watching that. Uh, uh, See again, this seems to be again a very much qualitative type of presentation, I suppose.
Okay.
No quantitative data has been taken. Otherwise, a lot of quantitative data is available on the relevant variables which you have presented. So my suggestion to you is that instead of just doing qualitative, take some quantitative things also, so that you can conclude well. Okay. You
Sir,
think
but I have taken the statistic from CMI and everything, sir, in order to justify the qualitatively the way I have discussed in the findings. Quantitative variables have been taken based on that only I derived my findings, sir.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying now. So had it been, because when we take the mixed approach, it always gives a good result. I remember in my last guided PhD, we have what we have done is we have closed the loop with the help of quant, because we understand that sometimes even quantitative data may not be available. But your research is not like that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So do it with the best of your effort.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ravji, we can take the next presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. So the next presenter, Dr. Anuradha Dubey from Vardhaman Mahavir Open University, Kota. Dr. Anuradha, please unmute. Dr. Anuradha Dubey.
What is the topic of Dr. Anuradha, by the way?
Spirulina production explorable opportunities for sustainable growth.
Okay, means it's more or less on.
I don't know why.
Is she available? What is the...
Why she? Sir, actually, she is not unmuting. Okay.
We can take the another one.
Yes, yes, sir. So today you're there. No, Miss Anuradha, I'm giving you the unmuting option. Please unmute yourself. Click on the unmute. Now please click on the unmute. What happened? Why not? You are not clicking on the unmute option.
May I help?
Please unmute, Dr. Anuradha. No. I am, giving the authority to everyone to unmute. Now. See.
Sir, please, Ravi ji, please take the another participant. It is just wasting the time, no? And we can take Anuradha ji afterwards, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Anuradha, it is from your side. Yes, Jyoti Kapoor. Jyoti Kapoor. Yes, Veena Chandwani. Please unmute. Veena Chandwani, research scholar from IIS University. Veena Chandwani. Yes, please start.
Good evening, Modi sir and Pawan sir.
Good evening.
Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes.
Just a wait, sir. Good evening, sir. Myself, Veena Chandwani. I'm a research scholar, IIS University, and my guide is Neha Sarin, ma'am. My paper topic is exploring relationship between demographic variables, behavior biases, and risk tolerance in individual investors. Sir, my research objective. Just a bit, sir. Research objective is conduct literature review on this topic. Use literature to identify a significant difference between behavior biases and traditional biases. Behavioral biases is recognized that investors human and make decision influence their emotions, biases, and cognitive limitation. And traditional finance is assumed that investors are rational and make a decision. Understand rational and irrational investor behavior, compare standard and behavior finance approach, determine the impact of the demographic characteristics like gender, age, income, financial literacy, education level on the behavior biases, determine the demographic factor most likely used. And my conclusion is behavior biases affect the various factors. The tendency of the various behavior biases causes by the gender overconfidence, disposition effect, risk levels, risk aversion biases, and familiarity biases, and financial literacy or the amount of the knowledge might be increase in the susceptibility to the various behavior biases, overconfidence, disposition effect, herd effect, self-attribution effect, emotions, and mental accounting. So data collect from 1950 from 2023. Thank you, sir. Sir, it is a completely literature review.
It was good presentation. It was good presentation, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. So the next presenter, Mr. Shailendra Singh Bisht. Please unmute. Mr. Shailendra Singh Bisht.
सर प्रणाम सर.
Yeah, please start.
सर ऑनलाइन सभी उपस्थित विद्वानों को शत प्रणाम.
नमस्कार, प्रणाम.
सर मैं शैलेंद्र सिंह बिष्ट, रिसर्च स्कॉलर, श्री राम स्वरूप मेमोरियल यूनिवर्सिटी, देवा रोड, बाराबंकी. मेरा रिसर्च पेपर का शीर्षक है सोशल मीडिया भविष्य, भागीदारी, सहानुभूति और स्थिरता का एक नया युग. इंट्रोडक्शन, सारांश. सोशल मीडिया का भविष्य तेजी से विकसित होने वाला. सर मैं ओरल प्रेजेंटेशन कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि लैपटॉप के मेरे शो नहीं हो रहा है.
नो प्रॉब्लम, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आप आराम से करिए.
विकसित होने वाला लगातार बदलता परिदृश्य है जो तकनीकी प्रगति, उपयोगकर्ता के व्यवहार में बदलाव, उभरती चुनौतियां के लिए नवीन समाधानों की आवश्यकता से प्रेरित है. जैसे जैसे हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, सोशल मीडिया केवल आत्म अभिव्यक्ति और संपर्क के मंच ही नहीं रह गया है, अपितु आर्थिक विकास, शैक्षणिक प्रणाली में परिवर्तन के लिए.
आपका चेहरा नहीं दिख रहा है सर. शैलेंद्र जी, चेहरा
नहीं सर, दिख रहा है, वो दिख रहा है, इनका दिख रहा है सर, वीडियो आ रही है. बोलिए बोलिए आप शैलेंद्र.
ओके, कैरी ऑन. जी सर, थैंक यू सर. केवल आत्म अभिव्यक्ति और संपर्क के सामाजिक परिवर्तन के आर्थिक विकास, शैक्षणिक परिवर्तन के लिए भी एक शक्तिशाली उपकरण में बदलने के लिए तैयार है. सोशल मीडिया के भविष्य को आकार देने के प्रमुख रुझानों में से एक संवर्धित विकास, वास्तविक और आभासी वास्तविकता का उदय है. इन तकनीकों की बदौलत उपयोगकर्ता के लिए आभासी परिवेश चीजों को और अलग से साथ इससे जोड़ने के संभव होगा, जिसमें वास्तविक दुनिया और आभासी दुनिया के बीच अंतर करना मुश्किल हो जाएगा. इससे गहन आख्यान, संवादात्मक अनुभव, सामाजिक संपर्क के नए रूप सामने आएंगे जो पहले काल्पनिक थे. एक अन्य प्रवृत्ति उपयोगकर्ता की गोपनीयता, डेटा सुरक्षा पर बढ़ता ध्यान. क्योंकि डेटा उल्लंघनों और निगरानी के बारे में चिंताएं बढ़ रही हैं, सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म को अपने स्वयं के डेटा पर पारदर्शिता, जवाबदेही, उपयोगकर्ता नियंत्रण की प्राथमिकता देने की भी आवश्यकता होगी. इसमें विकेंद्रित ब्लॉकचेन आधारित प्लेटफॉर्म को विकसित किया जा सकता है जो उपयोगकर्ताओं को अपने डेटा, डिजिटल पहचान का स्वामित्व और नियंत्रण बनाए रखने की अनुमति देता है. सोशल मीडिया का भविष्य भी भावनात्मक बुद्धिमत्ता और सहानुभूति के बढ़ते महत्व से आकार लेगा. जैसे जैसे प्रौद्योगिकियां, टेक्नोलॉजी अधिक परिष्कृत होती जाएंगी, वो उपयोगकर्ताओं की भावना, स्थिति का पता लगाने और उस पर सर मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
बिल्कुल आ रही है, आराम से, बिल्कुल, बहुत अच्छी तरह है.
जी सर, थैंक यू सर. जो उपयोगकर्ताओं को अपनी डिजिटल पहचान का स्वामित्व और नियंत्रण बनाए रखने के लिए अनुमति देता है. सोशल मीडिया का भविष्य भी भावनात्मक बुद्धिमत्ता, सहानुभूति के बढ़ते महत्व से आकार लेगा. जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी अधिक परिष्कृत बढ़ती जाएगी, वो उपयोगकर्ताओं की भावनात्मक स्थिति का पता लगाने और उस पर प्रतिक्रिया समझने में ज्यादा सक्षम होगा. इससे अधिक सहानुभूतिपूर्ण और सहायक बातचीत के सक्षम होगा. जैसे सर आजकल तो यह है कि केवल सोशल मीडिया केवल बातचीत का माध्यम ही नहीं रह गया है, क्योंकि एजुकेशन को हमने पठन पाठन को एक पहले हम बाहर क्या कहते हैं पाठशाला में बैठ के पढ़ते थे, आज वही क्लास में गूगल फॉर्म में डिजाइन कर दिया है। अच्छे अच्छे यूट्यूब के थ्रू हमको बच्चों को काफी नॉलेज बढ़ रही है। यहाँ तक कि इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स की भी नॉलेज बच्चों को मिल रही है इन सब चीजों से। जैसे जैसे दुनिया तेजी से आपस में जुड़ती जा रही है, सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म को अपने डिजाइन और नियंत्रण संरचना में पहुंच, प्रतिनिधित्व और समानता को प्राथमिकता देने की आवश्यकता होगी। इसमें नियंत्रण के लिए अधिक विकेंद्रता और समुदाय संचालन दृष्टिकोण अपनाने के साथ साथ सामग्री निर्माण और प्रतिनिधित्व का विविधता और समावेशन को बढ़ावा देना भी शामिल हो सकता है। सर, इसका जो कंक्लूजन ये है कि सोशल मीडिया का भविष्य एक गतिशील और बहुआयामी परिदृश्य है, यानी कि कोई हम बहुत बड़ा है ब्रॉड वे में, जिससे तकनीकी नव परिवर्तन उपयोगकर्ताओं के व्यवहार में बदलाव, उभरती सामाजिक जरूरतों द्वारा आकार दिया जा सकता है। जैसे जैसे हम आगे बढ़ते हैं, यह आवश्यक है कि हमें अधिक सकारात्मक, न्यायसंगत, टिकाऊ डिजिटल भविष्य बनाने के लिए परिदर्शित जवाबदेही, भावनात्मक बुद्धिमत्ता, ई कॉमर्स, एकीकरण और स्थिर और समावेशिता को प्राथमिकता देनी होगी सर।
हेलो, हो गया शैलेंद्र जी आपका?
जी सर, थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू, बहुत ही अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन दिया आपने सोशल मीडिया के भविष्य के बारे में। और
सर मेरा मेरा मेन फोकस एजुकेशन पे है सर,
बहुत
क्योंकि
बढ़िया
मेरा रिसर्च टॉपिक भी सोशल मीडिया का प्रभाव लखनऊ के शहरी क्षेत्र के युवाओं पर है सर, जिसमें मैंने 500 कलेक्शन लिया है, एनालिसिस चल रहा है सर।
शैलेंद्र जी, एक चीज मुझे, एक मेरा ऑब्जर्वेशन है, जैसे आपने इसमें कुछ कुछ नया नहीं बताया शैलेंद्र जी। एक्चुअली है क्या, सोशल मीडिया का जो इफेक्ट युवाओं पर है ना, इसके ऊपर काफी काम हुआ है। आप मानते होंगे इस बात को?
जी सर, जी सर।
इस पर काफी काम हुआ है। तो हम कैसे थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है इस पे, थोड़ा सा अगर आप डिफाइन करेंगे ना। देखिए होता क्या है, हम लोग रिसर्च पेपर पढ़
सर
रहे हैं,
मैंने
है ना,
सर
तो
ये
रिसर्च में कुछ चीज नई।
सर एजुकेशन कोविड में क्या कहते हैं, कोविड में जब कोविड आया था सर, तो एजुकेशन पे बहुत ज्यादा सोशल मीडिया पे अभी अभी हुआ है, मगर इतना ज्यादा पेपर्स नहीं अवेलेबल है सर। जैसे कि मैं सर बता रहा था कि हमारा क्या कहते हैं एजुकेशन सिस्टम एक क्लासरूम में, जैसे हम लोग गुरुकुल पद्धति से स्टार्ट करते थे सर, अपने बाहर बैठ के एक पेड़ के नीचे पढ़ते थे। मगर वही सोशल मीडिया ने उसको हमको क्या कहते हैं यूट्यूब के माध्यम से और अदर यानी कि ऑनलाइन क्लासेस के थ्रू एक एक क्लास में लाके बच्चों को ला दिया, जिसमें पहले सर ये था कि शिक्षक से स्टूडेंट बात करने में बहुत घबराता था, चीजों पूछने में बहुत घबराता था। मगर जब से ऑनलाइन चीजें हो गई हैं सर, मैं बच्चों को भी देखता हूँ, बहुत ज्यादा मैं पढ़ाता भी हूँ सर, तो उनको मैं देखता हूँ बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली बात करते हैं, बहुत क्लियर अच्छे से पूछते हैं हर चीजों को सर।
इसका इसका मतलब आपका मतलब इम्पैक्ट कोविड ने लेके आया, ये आप कहना चाहते हो, या फिर
सर कोविड के
जो
कारण तो बहुत
जनरेशन
आया
ही
है।
ऐसी आ गई है?
नहीं नहीं सर, कोविड के कारण तो बहुत आया है, क्योंकि कोविड ने जब से गूगल मीट या अदर से क्लासेस लेना स्टार्ट किया, क्योंकि पहले इससे पहले कोई बच्चों को ऑनलाइन पता नहीं था सर।
नहीं, अभी देखिए आप जो बता रहे हैं उससे उलट रिजल्ट हमारे पास है कि कोविड ने और बंद कर दिया बच्चों को। हम
नहीं
तो
नहीं
ये सुनने
सर,
में आ रहा है हमारे।
सर
नहीं देखिए
वो
ना,
तो
है क्या, कोविड कोविड ने क्या किया? कोविड ने ये किया कि भाई बच्चों को जो है वो खाली जो है मोहताज कर दिया इसके ऑनलाइन के, और ऑनलाइन में आधे बच्चे सोते रहते हैं, आधे रेस्पॉन्स नहीं करते, तो रेस्पॉन्स और ज्यादा गिर गया मेरे हिसाब से। तो आप जो बता रहे हैं उसके उलट।
सर यूट्यूब के थ्रू
कि
बच्चे आजकल।
आप अभी के, आप मेरी बात सुनिए, अभी देख लीजिए कितने पार्टिसिपेंट आ जाएंगे। अभी 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 अगर अभी रवि जी के सबको वीडियो ऑन करने के लिए बोलेंगे ना, तो सबके वीडियो ही नहीं ऑन होंगे। क्यों? क्योंकि वो है ही नहीं वहां पे।
राइट सर, राइट।
और यही बात कल हुई थी जब हमने सेशन
बिल्कुल
कंक्लूड
कल
किया
हुआ
था।
था।
सबको बोला वीडियो ऑन करो, केवल 6 वीडियो ऑन थे, और पार्टिसिपेंट थे 30। अब यही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ, अब यहाँ थोड़ा सा कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी चीजें आ रही हैं देखने को। तो थोड़ा सा आप और इस पे गहनता से रिसर्च कीजिए। मैं कह रहा हूँ कुछ नया निकाल के लाएं, तब मजा आएगा, मतलब एक तरह से, है ना। चलिए, एनीवेज आपका पेपर प्रेजेंटेशन अच्छा था, और हिंदी में आपने प्रेजेंट किया, बहुत ही बढ़िया। बहुत ही कम देखने को मिलता है आजकल, तो लुप्त होती जा रही है हमारी हिंदी। और मैं तो क्या मध्य प्रदेश में आया हूँ, तो मध्य प्रदेश में तो हिंदी हिंदी हर जगह है। हमारे यहाँ तो हर चीज हिंदी में होती है, और हिंदी की प्योरिटी भी बढ़ गई है इवन। खैर एनीवेज, तो आप आप करिए अपना अच्छा काम कीजिए, और कोई हेल्प चाहिए हो तो आप रवि जी से मेरा नंबर ले लीजिए, है ना।
जी
तो
सर,
कुछ
सर
नया
बहुत बहुत
निकाल के लाए,
धन्यवाद सर,
अच्छा
आपने
रहेगा।
अप्रिशिएट किया सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
Right. Okay. Ravi ji, we can take the next question.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Dr. Anuradha Sharma Dubey. Yes, please. After this, Dr. Manita. Yes, Dr. Anuradha, please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You can make it a slideshow also.
अनुराधा
Yes.
जी, थोड़ा सा समय का ध्यान रखना, अपने को 4
Right,
मिनट है
sir.
आपके।
Definitely, sir. Sir, my slides are visible now.
Yes, yes. Carry on.
Okay, thank you. The title of my research paper is Spirulina Production Exploring Opportunities for Sustainable Growth. Actually, spirulina is a cyanobacteria that is called blue-green algae previously, and it is autotrophic in nature. So here we are talking about the spirulina that is simple one-celled and grow very well in freshwater bodies, and seawater also used for its production. And it is basically used as the nutrient supplement and as medicine also. More than 39 species are reported for the commercial purpose. And this finding is related with the Spirulina fusiformis. And this is my strain showing in this slide. It is recommended by WHO as a complete food, high quality food and protein safe. The objective of this paper includes to perform spirulina cultivation in a small pond system and then biochemical testing for its constituents. And I also adding some sustainable aspects related with the spirulina production in this paper. So this is the first step, inoculum development. Actually, we purchased these cultures from the central labs from New Delhi and PGR, and this is we raised culture in the 250 ml flask, then acclimatized these cultures in the open condition in the tub level and in the tank level. This is the outdoor cultures. And then this is the processing of spirulina that is outdoor grown. This is the algal slurry flakes, and then we grinded it and get the powder. And this powder is tested, and this experiment was performed round the year, and these are the average results of the 12 months study. That is we are having protein content 58% and other components are also there. Basically, it has 49 major nutrients that make it as a link with the life. There are various health benefits of spirulina, and different spirulina products are also available, but I recommend for taking spirulina in the form of powder for the nutrient supplement. And these are the sustainable practices I studied during this cultivation, that we can use wastewater.
Your slides are not moving. Please move your slides.
Okay.
The first slide is where your name is there. We can see only.
Maybe, sir, some technical error. I am moving here. I am moving here actually.
I understand because actually what the thing is, madam, you have actually not shared the full screen. You have only shared a window. So in your window it is moving, and in the window of Zoom it is not moving actually. This is what the problem. Anyways, you can please continue with your thing, or otherwise keep on moving your slides manually and orally also, no issues.
Sir, now it is visible.
हाँ, अब आ रहा है ना मैडम. अब देखिए, अब आपने पूरा स्क्रीन शेयर किया.
Sir, these are my experimental pics of cultivation process. First step of inoculum development, then acclimatization process, and this is the outdoor condition grown, and this is the processing step, flakes and slurry and the powder form. And this slide is showing the biochemical constituents of spirulina that is grown in outdoor conditions. And there are so many health benefits of spirulina, and products are also available in the various form in the market, but I recommend in the powder form. And there are some sustainable practices I wish to mention here, that we can use wastewater, seawater, and there are so many modified culture media if we are not using as a human feed. Then we can use wastewater and seawater also. And this practice is not dependent on the weather condition, as in the traditional agriculture practices, farmers are based on the rainy season, etc. It uses renewable energy source, sunlight, and optimized water uses. We can harvest more than one harvesting we can take in this cultivation process, and it reduces use of land because it can also performed in pond and tanks. Actually, it is eco-friendly cultivation technique because there is no use of pesticide. And by training the local communities, we can promote the involvement of local communities in this purpose. And here I would like to mention that we shall integrate this practice with the existing culture practices for the local farmers or local peoples. Spirulina production has socio-economic impact as it has job creation, possibility, rural development, and contribution to food security also. So here I would like to conclude that spirulina production is good to ensure food security and for the income generation. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Anuradha ji. Good presentation. Something innovative at least you have given us.
Thank you, sir.
Even yeah, and particularly the optimization. The last slide which you have shown, I like that because you have not only given the production, but you have actually optimized the production of semolina by giving certain examples. Means not only examples, but means the how you can integrate with the other disciplines in order to optimize your results. That was very much good. So keep it up, ma'am, and all the best. Thank you so very much,
sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Dr. Manita Matharu. Manita Arora, please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I hope my screen is visible, sir.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Please make it a slide.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. So today I'm going to present the topic of my presentation is role of artificial intelligence in customer engagement. Starting with the introduction of the study, we know that there are a lot of technological advancements that are producing shifts, structural shifts in the strategies and the business paradigms. For example, that earlier there was personal computers, then internet, smartphones, and there were a lot of advancements that improves the knowledge potential of the organizations in delivering and satisfying the customer needs and wants. In addition, now a lot of knowledge-based environment that helps to create and disseminate use of knowledge, which is a key source of competitive advantage. I'm going to start with the background of the study. Basically, the introduction of AI has a potential to revolutionize the entire way the business is interacting, especially with the customers. Now, retailers are using AI in various ways, such as through AI-powered chatbots, content generation, customer insights, and a lot of previous reports are actually shown that within the retail sector, the deployment of AI can reach the top 1% of the customers who are worth 18 times more than average customer to retailers. This has actually been able to achieve through extreme personalization and increased engagement based on contextual and behavioral data. The methodology and the objective of my study is basically to analyze how the integration of AI in shopping can lead to improve AI-enabled customer experience. The methodology used is a conceptual study. Through the review of literature, this paper has been constructed. Now, before going further, let us first of all understand that what is actually the meaning of AI. In simple words,
Madam, can we skip that because that is again I think something which everyone knows. But what conceptualization you have done in your paper, we would like to understand and know more. Okay, please skip that and come on the objectives and then try to go with the methodology, please.
Yes, sir. I'll repeat. The objective of my study is to analyze how the integration of AI in shopping can lead to an improved AI-enabled customer experience through literature review that has been done. So continuing with the meaning, it is the simulation of the intelligence that is being possessed by the humans, which is to be used by the machines. So AI is a very big domain. It has a very complete background, which includes a lot of things. It includes machine learning, it includes natural language processing, neural networks, and robotics. And each of
Ma'am,
these
you have only 2
disciplines-
minutes remaining, right? So you just justify what you have to show, what not to show. I've already told you not to show the meanings and definitions and all.
Okay, sir. So, like as I said, that there are a lot of tools that are around us that has been utilized in AI. These are the various popular tools that I have conceptualized. There are different ways with which AI is actually used in marketing, and in retail, we are trying to integrate that. One of the important study which through the literature I have encountered, read, that was given by the HubSpot, which has actually said that there are around 63% of the people, they are interacting with the customer service chatbots, AI-driven services like chatbots. They do not know that there is the other side is a machine. And so there are a lot of benefits, as I said. So within the customer experience, as I said, that through the literature review, we have identified that there are a lot of dimensions. And majorly, we have understood that there are 4 major areas, 4 major elements where the AI has been in retail has been identified. So first of all is like the cognitive, then emotional, physical, sensorial, and the social elements that were identified. So this is the interaction of AI. And then when we start with the first element, that is the cognitive element, it is basically linked with the mental processes, which is perception, memory, language, problem.
Ma'am, you have last minute.
So cognitive elements are basically related to the decision making, and these are further accumulated things where AI in retail, especially in e-commerce, that has been used for various things like customer segmentation. It has been used for predictive analytics, customer churn prediction, intelligent pricing, personalized product recommendations, like that we also experience that whenever we are shopping online, there are a lot of recommendations depending upon our history that is automatically comes in front of us. Competitor price monitoring, competitive analysis that has been done, and automated content generation. So especially in e-commerce that currently we are experiencing. Apart from this, there are a lot of other elements that are there in the customer experience, especially if we talk about the customer service. AI has been used, and a lot of advantages that has been identified that is going to affect in the coming time, which includes more efficient and workflows, 24/7 availability in all the languages, helps in business and more data driven. It boosts customer satisfaction, also helps to decrease in the cost. So let's conclude. This particular study will be able to provide a subject, a ground on which further studies can be done. And in order to understand and facilitate how the incorporation of AI will help to improvise the customer experience. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Dr. Manita. Pava sir.
So please provide your valuable inputs. Actually, this is a descriptive study, and in future I am planning to do some more empirical study on this, because this particular thing consumers are experiencing right now. So I'm developing grounds, and if you can please suggest how can I, take it forward for some empirical work. If you can please.
Professor Pava sir.
Madam, thank you so much. That has already gone. I wanted to suggest you, but you have taken more than enough time. So we can talk offline. No issues. You can take. Definitely, there are various aspects which can be done. Okay, so can be done. But now, already.
Sir, there is a network issue, sir. Pava sir.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible now, sir. We have done the
Am I
presentation.
audible?
Yes, sir. We have done all the presentations.
Yeah, I have seen the presentation.
Yeah. So if any,
I have seen the presentation.
Yeah.
And, yeah, remarks regarding all the presentation.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Today's presentation, rather, I could see were more better than what was presented. That is means the empirical one, and means more meaningful. Some new insights have come up that I could understand, and I could see that. And regarding means more those who are the review papers or the you can say the qualitative part of it, they are actually, they are sometimes it seems that they are presenting just for the sake of presenting one. So this is sometimes it seems that it is they are just cutting the time, or just for the certificate they are doing it, whatever. But quality of presentation needs to. That was my comment for yesterday also, and the same is for today also. So when we are doing some empirical study or the literature review study, just like what Dr. Manita has just now, in that case, what happens is that methodology, there is proper methodology also. So when we are doing such type of studies, then suppose, for example, meta-analysis is a study which can be followed. Like methodology.
Pava sir, can we take one more presenter? Yeah, Miss Dr. Sarla MS, please unmute. Dr. Sarla MS, please unmute. You are the last presenter. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Okay. Sir, I'm trying to start the video, but it is not taking.
No problem. You can do oral presentation. Are you sharing your PPT?
Yeah, I have the PPT ready.
Please share.
Okay.
We don't have time actually.
Yeah,
we ended. Actually, you were not in the meeting, I think, and you have not switched on.
No,
the video.
I was very much there. Sir.
But you have not written in the chat box regarding this.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Please. Okay, so I'll just finish my presentation in few minutes. So the topic is sustainable economic growth by empowering women. Certainly, we are seeing the participation of women in many fields. However, according to the recent statistics, 34% of women leave jobs over many reasons, maybe work-life balance and other to mention are 59% feel that there is a lack of mandatory internal complaint committees, and 37% organizations do not provide maternity leave benefits, such like that. So the objective of my study is to know the perception and role of women and their empowerment towards sustainable growth. So the data has been collected from 100 respondents working in different sectors, and some are graduates and some are postgraduates, and few are just completed their few and like 10th passed. Okay, and tools I've used is percentages and frequencies. So this is the analysis part, and I'll just brief out the findings. So like a few things I want to highlight here. So job opportunities for women in the society, and 27
Yeah, Dr. Sarla, have you done?
No, sir. Am I audible?
You are audible. We are listening to you.
Okay, sorry.
You are audible, madam. Please carry on.
Thank you very much. And 27% feel that there is accessibility of there is a very poor accessibility of financial resources like loans and grants to women. And 36% feel policies to support women are very poor. 53% feel programs or initiatives for women entrepreneurs are poor. And 61% of the women, the data feel that need for vocational training or skill building is necessary. 33% feel existing government policies effectively address gender disparities are needed. So I'll come to the conclusion. So a few suggestions like vocational training programs for women and collaborations with local organizations and community leaders for support networks and mentorship programs are necessary to address the issues, and targeted financial programs will be very helpful. So finally, conclusion is the barriers need to be addressed through multi-phased approach, so which includes policy interventions, institutional reforms, societal change, and government also should enforce laws that promote gender equality in the workplace, eliminate discriminatory practices, and business can also play a crucial role by implementing gender-sensitive policies, offering equal opportunities for advancement, fostering inclusive workplace cultures. So this is my presentation, and thank you, sir. Hello.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for your presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think because of the network issues, neither you are visible, and even my voice is also breaking sometimes. So,
Yeah.
anyways, best wishes to you, and your presentation is well taken. Thank you so very much. Ravi ji, do we have any other presentation pending now?
Sir, I think we have done all the presentations. So if
Okay,
anybody is
great.
still left, they can write in the chat box, or I think we have done all the presentation. And today also the presentations were really wonderful. So thank you so much to all the presenters and all the participants. And now, with the permission of chair, I would like to invite the best paper presentation awards. So I'm going to announce the best paper presentation award for yesterday's session.
Please carry on, Ravi ji. I've already sent you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yesterday's also.
Yeah.
Please carry on.
I am announcing from the third position for yesterday's session. So there are two presenter on the third position. The first is P. Ratna Kumari. From Chennai, Wells Institute of Science, Technology and Advanced Studies, Chennai. And her topic was Contemporary Leadership and Management. So congratulations to me, P. Ratna Kumari. I request once again to every participants to please switch on your video at least while I am announcing the awards, so we can take some screenshots and we can share it in social media. So P. Ratna Kumari, the third position, the first candidate, and the second candidate on the third position is Mrs. Kavita, research scholar from Banasthali Vidyapeeth, and the topic was a study on cyber security awareness in digital payment system with special reference to Banasthali Vidyapeeth. If anybody wants to say something, they can unmute, they can say, because I have already allowed anyone to unmute themselves. So now moving on to the second position, again there are two participants, two presenters. The first is Ms. Janki Mapara, research scholar, the Maharaja Swajirao University of Baroda, and the topic was solvency analysis of public sector banks in India using modified Altman Z score. So congratulations to Janki. Yes, Janki ji, you are there. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You got the second.
It is a great pleasure to have the input from the Palwa sir, and that will be the great. That will help a lot in my research work also.
Thank you so much. Pava sir has given me the names. So and the second
Yeah,
presenter.
and his inputs are really very helpful to me.
Yes. Congratulations, Janki. Congratulations.
Yeah. Once again, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So the second presenter on the second position is Mr. Ali Albauti, research scholar from SRM University, Chennai, and the topic was study on various aspects of SMEs orientation for corporate social responsibility. Congratulations to Ali. And moving on to the first position, the first position goes to Dr. Gayatri MP, Faculty in Commerce, Ballari Business School, Ballari. And the topic was gender diversity and quota in the boardrooms, a journey through time. Congratulations, all of you. Now moving on to the today's session. Again, I'm going with the third position. Again, there are two presenters on the third position. The first is Miss Burial, Miss S. Burial. Miss S. Burial is a scholar from Wales Institute, and the topic was the impact of AI tools on workload and time management of women teachers in Trichy districts.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations, Burial. Congratulations. And the second presenter on the third position is Miss Beena Chandwani. Beena is a scholar from IIS University, and the topic was exploring the relationship between demographic variables, behavior bias, and risk tolerance in individual investors. Literature review.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so you are you are log in with the name Borderman. Can you switch on your video?
Sir, your password is border name.
Yeah, I know my password, but your name is Beena.
Sir, actually my laptop is not working. That's why
No problem.
I'm support any other laptop.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Sorry.
Congratulations. You got the third
Thank you,
prize.
sir. Second.
So moving on to the second position. Again, there are two presenters.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, there are two presenters on the second position. Then the first is Dr. Anuradha Dubey, Department of Botany, School of Science and Technology, Vardhaman Mahavir Open University, Kota. The topic was Spirulina production, exploring opportunities for sustainable growth.
Thank you, sir. Great
Congratulations.
pleasure to have this.
It was wonderful presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And the second one on the second position is Shailendra Singh Bisht. Shailendra Singh Bisht, Media Adhyan Vibhag, Ram Swarup Memorial University, Lucknow. इनका टॉपिक था सोशल मीडिया का भविष्य. बहुत अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन था शैलेंद्र जी, आपका बहुत ही अच्छा.
आभार सर आप लोग का.
और हमारी मातृभाषा में आपने जो पीपीटी बना के प्रेजेंटेशन दिया, इससे पावर सर भी बड़े खुश हो गए और बहुत ही अच्छा लगा आपने जो प्रेजेंटेशन दिया.
सर प्लीज टाइम मिलेगा तो उनका कांटेक्ट नंबर शेयर कर दीजिएगा सर.
बिल्कुल श्योर, मैं भी कर देता हूँ.
ओके सर, आभार
और सभी जो भी हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि जो भी हमारे हिंदी के पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं वो भी कोशिश करें पीपीटी बना के प्रेजेंटेशन दें. कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन शैलेंद्र.
Thank you, sir. Abar, sir.
So, I'm moving on to the first position only. There is only one presenter on the first position, and of course it goes to Mr. Oscar D. Atade, the Goa Business School from Goa University, India's Pulse Supply Response Revisited from Asymmetry, a case study of Pigeon Pia in Madhya Pradesh. Mr. Oscar, congratulations. Please unmute. Please unmute. Please unmute, sir. Unmute. Yes,
thank you very much, Professor Dr. Ravikant Modi. I also thank the chairman of the session. So this recognition means a lot to me, and it's very gratefully acknowledged. And I can assure you this is going to perk my spirits up to make sure that I bring my PhD to its successful culmination.
It was really wonderful. And Professor Pava sir has immediately messaged me regarding your name for the first position. WhatsApp me.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
It was obvious because the way it has been presented, the way it has been concluded.
Really good, sir.
Very good synchronization between the objectives, the methodology, and so this is what is the example of a good paper. You deserve it, sir. There is nothing extra which we have done. It is what you actually deserve.
Many thanks, Dr. Pava. Many thanks.
All the best, sir, and thanks for being over here at this platform, sir. And we all need your blessings. You are elder to us.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners. And winners will get the separate certificate, of course. we will send a short while. And so now I would like to invite Dr. Bhavna Mukaria, Associate Professor, Department of Management, for delivering vote of thanks on behalf of Kamal Institute of Higher Education and Advanced Technology. Dr. Bhavna.
Sure, sir.
Welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for your patience for having 2 days international conference, and congratulations to all the participants and all the paper presenters who got the best paper presentation awards. I heartily congratulate to all the participants. And on behalf of Kamal Institute of Higher Education and Advanced Technology, I would like to present the vote of thanks. I would like to present thanks to Inspira Research Association and Borderman for their collaboration with us. And apart from that, Ravi sir, thank you so much for your cooperation. Modi sir, thank you so much for your cooperation. And all the participants who have attended the session very well. Thank you so much, all.
Thank you, Dr. Bhavna.
Sure,
Thank
sir.
you for the fruitful collaboration, and we will do in the future also.
Ji, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So now I, Professor Dr. Ravikant Modi, take privilege to propose vote of thanks in the capacity of Conference Organizing Secretary and General Secretary of Inspira Research Association. On behalf of IRA, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who made this 2 days international conference a grand success. This conference has definitely proven to be a considerable step in an effort to put ourselves in a global forefront of innovation. We are honored to have the presence of some of the most esteemed personalities from different parts of the world who shared their insights, experiences, and knowledge during this conference. Our chief guest for inaugural address, Professor Karamjit Singh, Vice Chancellor from Chandigarh, have been a beacon of inspiration for us, and their presence has greatly encouraged us to do even better. Thank you so much, Professor Karamjit, for gracing us with your esteemed presence. We express our heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished chairperson of 2 days session, Professor Manvinder Singh Pahwa, for their valuable contribution in running the conference proceedings smoothly. Your valuable inputs and guidance have helped us to organize such a successful event, sir. Thank you so much, Professor Pahwa, once again for being there.
Thank you. Actually, even I do not know to what extent I have done the justice, but yeah, I was
No,
on
sir,
the go.
you have done justice always.
That day, my wife was about to.
There is a network issue. Actually, Professor Pahwa is at, I think, railway station.
You have trusted on me. I have a trust on Modi sir, and because of that, I was able to do whatever I could do. Right. So even if you see the train is just going.
Yes, sir. We can see.
I have taken the background blurred. So anyhow, whatever I could do, I have done it. But yes, means that has given me also a confidence that yes, this can be done in something which we determine. We can do that, and it is not possible without the blessings of the elders. So this is what it is. And anyways, the today's session was much more rather, I would say, insightful than yesterday's one, because it was a more interdisciplinary type of thing which I could find today, and I have also learned a lot today from today's session itself. And especially I would say Dr. Oscar's presentation. I have already, sir, for me you are a doctor from today itself because the way you are doing, because see, at this
Yes,
age,
sir, it was really wonderful presentation from Dr.
Sir, beside Ravi ji, at this age, if somebody is doing PhD, the person is an inspiration for all of us.
Sure,
so this is what it is, sir. And this I'm saying from the depth of my heart.
He felt so happy when I announced.
Anyways, thank you, sir. And I can see Anil Mehta sir also over here. And sir, heartiest gratitude to Professor Anil Mehta sir also. Actually, Mehta sir called me in between, but I was not able to pick up the call because if I would have picked up the call, the network, I would have lost the network and I would have lost the connect. So from last 2.5 hours, I am listening each and every presentation. But yes, in between, something in between, because there are kids also and everything has to be done. But
Good evening, Professor Pava. In fact, in between, I was just
Sir.
listening the participants' reaction, and they are really admiring you for the comments that you have given during their presentation. And certainly, in every conference, your contribution for the benefit of the young budding scholars is really, really quite great.
Sir, all your blessings, sir. All your blessings. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravi ji, and thanks, SS Modi sir also. And
Thank you, Matt.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, thank you so much, Professor Pava, sir, for your fruitful comments. So, once again, I would like to thank all the keynote speakers of both the sessions. My special deepest regards to patrons of this conference, Mr. S.K. Sood, Professor Modi, Dr. Dandan, and Dr. Vandana Tandon for permitting this collaboration. I would like to especially mention conference organizing directors, Professor Anil Mehta and Dr. Anudeep Arora for their enthusiasm and effective leadership. And I would like to thank the conference organizing secretaries, Dr. Bhavna Mukaria, Dr. Aarti Chopra, Dr. Ashok Kumar, Mr. Saurabh Kumar Mishra, and Ms. Rakhi Methi, and all the members of organizing committee. We would also like to thank our collaborator, the whole team of Borderman Institute of Border Security Studies and Kamal Institute of Higher Education and Advanced Technology, who has supported us strategically throughout the planning and execution stage. So once again, I would like to thank all the participants. The time, efforts, and interest of the paper presenters were instrumental in creating an environment of collaboration and knowledge sharing. So we are grateful for your presence and making this conference vibrant and informative. So let's take the learnings and knowledge from the conference to implement innovative practice in different domains of research and live by them for a better world. So as always, it is my duty to announce our next program. So Inspira Research Association is happy to announce our forthcoming virtual faculty development program or management development program for a week in the month of June 2024. The details of these programs would be announced very soon. You will get on your mail IDs or WhatsApp group. I will also share a feedback link, which you all have to mandatory fill for the certificates, and the best paper presentation award certificate will be sent to you separately. Thank you so much once again, all of you. Thank you so much for your participation. Please be with us, and we will organize the programs as we are doing just because of you all. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night. Thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you, Professor Ravi.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ravi, for conducting this program so nicely.
Thank you, sir.
Ravi ji, एक photo ले लीजिए, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
एक
please
photo ले लो सबकी.
open the videos, please. Everybody. देखिए, अगर आप वीडियो ऑन करेंगे तो आपका ही अच्छा लगेगा. अगर आप पार्टिसिपेंट्स की उसमें आएंगे तो जो भी आपके कॉलेजेस देखेंगे तो आपका एक पार्टिसिपेशन शो होगा. तो काइंडली प्लीज कीप योर वीडियो ऑन. It will give you the benefit. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Professor Mehta, sir.
Okay.
Good night. Good night. Good night, Ravi.
It is your blessing, sir. Thank you. Thank you.